Test, test, test. Yep, there we go.
Test.
Sound good?
Yeah. Perfect. Test.
Let's go, if we could, in about 4 minutes. Guys, is that like about 4 minutes?
Test.
Yeah. So you've been getting sleep? Have you? Good. Sleeping pretty good?
Yeah, she slept well last night.
That's good.
Put her down at 11, slept till 6.
Oh, that's real good.
Yeah. Yep. So nothing to complain about there.
Well, if not, you can't not cry at night. I need sleep.
I try to, but yeah, right. It's a lot easier said than done.
Kelsey's parents get over a lot. They've been helping, or not a lot.
They travel a lot, so.
Do they?
Yeah, it's good because Tom just retired.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, so it's good.
Your mom pretty good around Avery?
Yeah, she
Or is it like, yeah, I'll take her to the grocery store, and all of a sudden she gets home. Where's Avery? Oh my God, I forgot her at the store. Oh. All right. I'm going to have him put up, I brought a picture of Bill Rice in here. Some point in time, I'm going to put that up too. Just a picture of him. That was nice. Hey, if you don't mind, a lot of times, your time always comes in. What do you think about I usually go with Hey, can I go in about a minute and a half? Is that possible? Andrew? But I think it's like 6 minutes on the clock, which will be a minute and a half. Just let me know when I can go.
Check.
Are we ready? Just give me the okay and I'll start. I'm good? Test. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening, Spartan Nation, and welcome to McFarland Football 2017. This is McFarland's version of Friday Night Lights. My name's Bill the Big K Cather, and once again this year, I'm going to have the honor and privilege of bringing McFarland Athletics to you. John Wells, your usual play-by-play announcer, is finishing his responsibilities at Madison International Speedway, so I'm going to be your announcer this evening, as well as provide some stats for your viewing pleasure. You at home tonight will also have the pleasure of listening to the commentary of one of McFarland's finest alums, the legendary Mr. Andrew Garvey, now called Pops Garvey. Newborn daughter, Avery, born recently, so we're welcoming him into the booth tonight. He's presently the McFarland High School also co-head cross-country coach. So, Andrew, welcome in tonight. You are looking live at Lloyd Schneider Stadium, as Brent Musburger would say, and William Rice Field in McFarland, Wisconsin, USA, on this Friday evening, August 18th, 2017. Tonight's weather is reported by Mr. Al Roker of NBC. Mr. Gary Indiana Canalti of CBS and Mr. Bob Lindmeyer of ABC is a muggy 65 degrees under cloudy skies, and winds are out of the southwest at 3 miles an hour. The home opener and tonight's opponent, the Trojans of East Troy, coached by Mr. Jeff Crandall, a Division III school with an enrollment of 587. They're led by 6'1", 179-pound junior quarterback Jake Dessart. Last year, he rushed for 329 yards, scored 7 TDs, and he also passed for 1,065 yards, 10 TDs, and had 7 interceptions. A 178-pound junior running back, Dylan Yoxt, last year, 278 rushing yards and 3 TDs, and a 5'10", 177-pound senior linebacker, Chase Coleman, leading tackler from last year. Last year, East Troy finished tied for 4th in the Rock Valley Conference with a record of 5-4 and qualified for the playoffs. For your McFarland Spartans are coached by Mr. Paul Ackley, a Division III school with an enrollment of 687. They'll be led by 5'11", 155-pound junior quarterback Derek Schwarting. Very little playing time and experience, but completed actually all 5 of his passes that he threw last year. A 5'9", 156-pound junior Tyson White, running back, 70 rushing yards and 1 touchdown from last year. He also led the team in punt and kickoff returns and was the 3rd leading tackler from a year ago. A 6'1", 155-pound junior wide receiver, Reese Samuel, 77 receiving yards, 5th leading tackler from last year, and it had a 29-yard average on kickoff returns. A 6'2", 165-pound senior wide receiver, Nick Herbst, 234 receiving yards, 3 TDs, as well as a 31-yard average on punts. Last year, McFarland was 3-6, tied for 7th in your Rock Valley Conference. In last year's contest at East Troy, that was won by the Trojans 33-7. For McFarland, Tyson White had 4 rushes for 9 yards and caught 1 pass for 18 yards. Nick Herbst caught 2 passes, 25 yards, and scored the lone touchdown for your Spartans. For East Troy, quarterback Jake Dessart completed 5 of 17 passes, 83 yards, 2 TDs, and threw 2 picks, but he also rushed for 2 TDs. Dylan Yox ran 14 times for 53 yards. Tonight, this should be a very wide-open, entertaining game as both teams are going to use a no-huddle, up-tempo, spread offense. So, Cather's keys to tonight's contest. For McFarland, number 1, they're lacking in depth, so they can't afford any injuries. Number 2, they lack size, so they need to rely on their quickness and athleticism. And number 3, very young and inexperienced. They might have as many as 5 sophomores starting tonight, and they have only 7 seniors. So we hope that this inexperience, they can gain some needed experience very quickly. For East Troy, they have a very athletic, experienced quarterback in Dessart. Number 2, they're very good size-wise, so they're going to be using that to their advantage tonight. And number 3, they're a very strong defensive line and linebackers, so scoring and putting points on the board is going to be a challenge for the Spartans tonight. Okay, before we get into me introducing Andrew and that, I'm going to get to something I always do. School song for his father, Badger Bill Garvey, legendary band director and coach for 35 years, lost his battle with cancer 5 years ago. So I always like to do as a tribute to Badger Bill, do Cather karaoke, especially in the absence of the band tonight. So, here goes, Cather karaoke. Fight for our Spartans, valiant fight, for our colors brilliant fight. Fight, McFarland high, don't let them buy you. Rah, 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 rah. Hail to our Spartans, valiant, hail to our colors brilliant. Though odds be great or small, we're victors over all. It says repeat, but I think once is enough tonight. I'm getting, the Brett Favre throat slash here saying, hey, cut it off right now. That's enough. But, hey, gone but never forgotten. We love you, Garv. We know you're looking down on this. And again, it's real special to have Andrew sitting here next to me tonight, giving his expertise and expert commentary through the eyes of a cross-country coach. We're going to see this, as well as through the eyes of a 68-year-old two-time cancer survivor that's just living the dream here of broadcasting high school athletics.
A lot of good insight up here.
Actually, Andrew, before I do this, I'm going to quick mention our staff tonight. Our staff from Cable 982 here in McFarland. Tonight, we've got RD, Ryan Denzer, smiling Ryan Denzer. We've got Andrew, capital T-E-C-H-I-E, Techie Day, Andrew Techie Day. And we've got Patrick, TC, Twin Cities, Morn, out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, under all the direction of the big boss man, ER Eric Redding. So we'll be talking, I'll be complimenting these guys. Again, we got some great pictures coming up. I see TC, Patrick Morn, Twin Cities, Twins backer, Gopher backer, but yet a Packer backer. He's got the close-up on your Spartans as they're about ready to enter the field of play here for tonight's ball game. And we'll be getting close to kickoff here in just a minute. So, Andrew, I'll turn it over to you if you'd like to make a few pregame comments. Be my guest.
Well, I just know that couple new additions to the coaching staff as well, too. On the offensive side, Pete Willickett will be leading the offense. And then on the defensive side, Brian Hillebrand will be those are your two new coordinators as well, too. And so different tempo, like you said before, a little faster pace tempo for offense. And then Brian's going to be bringing that attacking defense as well, too. So it should be interesting. I'm looking forward. I've been watching a couple of their practices as we've been having them as well, too, in the morning. So they look ready to go. I know all the guys are ready, and so the coaching staff seems very upbeat with this, too. So we just hope for a good game and a good season this year.
Good. And actually, as I'm counting the numbers on the field tonight, count about 34 kids dressed for tonight's ball game, and that's a good sign.
Yes.
Compared to in past years and that, so numbers appear to be up a little bit. So right now, I'm going to ask you to do, which is what we're doing here in the booth. Please stand, remove your headgear, put your hand over your heart, pay tribute to the United States of America, our national anthem. We'll be back in a minute. All right, so welcome back to our telecast here again. Home opener tonight against the Trojans of East Troy. Again, tonight, school hasn't even started. Not even going to start. We're going to have 2 football games in here before the school even opens up. So our band, been no practice, so they're obviously going to probably be a little absent here on the first 2 ball games. And that.
They've just started practice, though.
Did they?
Yep.
Good. So maybe they can be ready to put on a little show for next week. It appears that the dance squad is down there. I'll be reading through their names as we get ready. I'm sure they'll put on a little performance here at halftime. So Yeah, we'll try to, again, this is McFarland's version of Friday Night Lights. So we'll see how the young, inexperienced, little undersized Spartans will start off this season. And Andrew and myself will do the best we can to keep this entertaining and as formative as possible.
Yes, we will.
Well, entertaining, I guess, might be the best word for it, because got to have a little fun with this. And I might throw a little trivia question out there. Got a little segment called A Big K Reflection on things.
Wow.
Had several little things here, so let's see who we have teeing it up here. And again, I'm just going off a lot of stats from last year. Kicking off is going to be number 5, Jake Dessart. Obviously, he does everything for them. He's your 6'1" quarterback, junior. And the return, and out of bounds, back deep was JPJ, Jeremy Price Johnson, unable to return it as the kick went out of bounds, and the ball will be brought out to the 35-yard line. First down Spartans, great field position to start the 2017 campaign, and already Spartans up to the line of scrimmage with quarterback Derek Schwarting. In the backfield, we have number 22, Tyson White, as well as number 84, Cade Werwinski, who will be your H-back. White lining up right behind Werwinski. Handoff, Tyson White up the gut, and probably about a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, pretty good defense there by East Troy. But here's that up-tempo offense right now, getting the signals from the sideline and trying to move pretty fast right there.
And again, big defensive line of big linebackers for East Troy. So I have to spread it out a little bit here. Schwarting rolling right. Nice pass out in the flat. Finding his receiver, number 6, Reese Samuel. 6 foot, 155-pound junior.
But there is a flag in the backfield, though, Bill.
Flag in the backfield. My guess might be motion. That would be unfortunate because I was going to bring up about a 3rd and 1 for the Spartans, and holding on the Spartans. And that's a tough penalty to suffer here because, again, I said points is going to be a challenge here going against the bigger East Troy squad here tonight.
Yeah, you just look at that front 4 for East Troy. They
it's big.
Yeah, they oversize McFarland's offensive line. So that's why, rolling out Derek, trying to keep him a little more mobile might be helping the offense right there.
Quickness and athleticism, that's what I've heard. That's the key to beating this. Spread them out. White in the backfield, Schwarting. 1-step drop, and again over to Reese Samuel, and picked up about 7 on the pass.
Good little out route right there, and good connection. It already looks like Schwarting is making Samuel kind of one of his go-to targets already.
Well, he's got Nick Herbst, who actually was leading receiver last year, 234 yards, 3 TDs last year, so he's got Nick out there, the senior. Hope and a little mix-up there on the route.
Yep. Looked like a little contact, too, there. So the intended receiver was Donovan Hudson on that one. And so bring up 4th down here. And in his career at McFarland High School, that was the first incomplete pass for Derek Schwarting. It was 5 for 5 last year, 1 for 1. So the first incompletion. Guess it's got to come at some point in time. Yeah, it does.
Nick Herbst averaging about 31 yards per kick last season. This will be returnable unless it goes out of bounds, which it does at the 30-yard line.
So it looked like it was good momentum for the Spartans there, but that holding penalty, as you said, Bill, moved them back, and then they just couldn't get anything going. So we'll see for the first series for this new defense that they have here.
Yep. We'll see. Coach Hellenbrand, that's what you said. Let's see what he's put in here to try and stop. Again, good size and experienced quarterback and running back. So you're going to see Jake Dessert at quarterback, number 5, and they're just going to get a boatload of Dylan Yaks tonight.
Yeah.
This is going to be a 1-2 combination. Just keep coming and coming and coming at you.
And East Troy as well, too, is in the spread formation as well.
Yaks up the middle, met by number 76, Henry Byers.
Yes.
Initial contact, but Yaks ran over him. About a 5-yard gain. 4-yard gain, I guess.
So they're good. They're just looking at, looks like they get signals and they just have little wrist guards, and then, then they get the play from there.
Dessart pulling the ball out, and there he goes around the left side. Again, you've got to honor the Yaks up the middle. And that was about a 15-yard gain for Jake Dessart.
Very good option play by Dessert right there.
Yep.
Just, the first play, the Spartans thought they were going to run it again. He just pulled it back and went for another 10 yards.
Yep. Last year, 7 touchdowns rushing last year for Dessart.
He's good
all-purpose.
Size. Yep, good size.
Yep, and up the gut goes Yaks for 5 yards.
So that will be a thing, too, for the Spartans because they're led on the defensive line by Cade Werwinski, but you see they're pretty small on that defensive front right there.
Third leading tackler last year was Tyson White. He's a DB.
Yep.
So he's back there. Reese Samuel was 5th leading tackler. Oh, looks like a little mix-up in the backfield, but there goes Dessart, and Dessart's still got about 4 yards on that, Andrew. And it's going to bring up I believe a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, it was good initial contact,
yes,
but Dessart just kept rolling with it, and so
looked like a little indecision on the handoff that time. But
so let's see if the Spartans can come up here on this 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, number 5, Connor Frazier, sitting right over the center. Dessart, and nice defense there. The initial hit by number 33, Cordell Clough, 5'9", 180-pound junior. Nice contact and no gain.
Yeah, he read that well. Just shot up the gap right there in the initial contact, and then he had his friends help out with the tackle.
Yep.
This will be interesting. See if East Troy will actually go for it, or if
I'm
they'll
sure
do a
they
little
will.
pooch punt
I'm
here.
sure they're just gonna keep pounding
with
this
a 4th
ball,
and 1.
Andrew.
Yeah.
I might see him. He might just pull this out and take it himself. Oh, if he's going to throw it, pulls the ball down, and there goes Dessart around the end, and about a 7-yard gain for Dessart, picking up the 1st down.
Yep. The tackle is by Nick Hall on that one, so it was a good tackle, but past that first down marker.
Right. A little surprised there that he was going to pull it down and throw. I guess probably figuring your Spartans were going to figure that Yaks was just going to pound it straight ahead, catch him off guard, get a quick score. 1st down from the 35. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
There goes Yaks again for 9 yards up the gut.
Looked like flag on the play, though. It looked like the East Troy wide receiver wasn't set yet.
Okay, thank you for spotting that. False start.
That is a false start, so.
Yep. Their first penalty.
So that helps because, as you pointed out too, Bill, East Troy is they just keep running it up the gut and up the gut, and so luckily, hopefully this penalty kind of slows them down a little bit, and we'll see if the Spartans can kind of regroup here and stop them on this series.
8:40 to go in the 1st quarter. McFarland had the ball for a 3 and out, and we've got an early whistle again. And I've got to believe somebody wasn't set again.
Flag is on the other side of the field now.
Yep.
And you're right about that, Bill. Another false start. So back-to-back false starts pushes the Trojans back 10 yards. So making this.
Coach Crandall, can't be happy. But I tell you, Andrew, first game.
Yes.
You got to expect that there are going to be probably multiple penalties in that.
Yeah, working those kinks out,
Yep. Dessart back to throw. Pressure. Oh, he got out of the pocket. And there's the bomb. Oh, and broken up. Intended for number 34, Josh Marshman, a 6'6", 198-pound junior. So
that was Dessart, that was great mobility right there.
Nice defense by Nicholas Hall. 5'10", defending the 6'6" Marshman. Nice job by Nicholas Hall. 5'10", 155-pound sophomore. I said a lot of young kids starting tonight. Spartan's pretty inexperienced. Dessart back to throw again. Over the middle. And there goes Yakst. And that is going to be a 21-yard pickup and a first down.
And that's not what you want to see. That was third down.
Right.
Third down and 20, and it was just a little dump down pass up the middle. And
boy, it was wide open in the middle, wasn't it,
It
Andrew?
looked like a little miscommunication by one of the linebackers or something. Just missed the assignment there.
First down from the McFarland 24-yard line, Dessart. Hand off to Yax. A nice penetration by Cade Rowinski. Nice job by Cade. 6'2", 240-pound senior. Nice penetration that time.
And he's coming off of injury that held him out of about 7 games, I believe. But he's one of the few seniors on the team, and I've talking with the coaching staff, heard nothing but great things with his leadership and just rehabbing well and very eager about this upcoming season.
Yep. Yax up the middle. 76, Henry Byers again. We mentioned his name a couple of times already. 5'10", 210-pound junior.
And here brings up another lengthy third down, about 3rd and 7, so 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8
on the scoreboard. Let's see if the Spartans can hold them here.
Ooh, student section getting into it. That's always good. Makes it fun for everybody, huh, Andrew? Oh, pass to the corner. And nice reception. Defending Michael Morfori and Cam Schaff. I didn't see who pulled that down, Andrew. What number?
I think it was Jacob Price.
Jacob Price?
Believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob Price, their leading receiver.
Yeah, I believe it was Jacob Price. So it was either that or Eli Newhouse, one of those two. I couldn't get the number, but it was a great throw there by Dessart, and the receiver just went right in between the two McFarland.
Good throw by Dessart, and they're 1st and goal from the 3-yard line, and there goes Dessart into the end zone, and the first score of the 2017 season at the 6:34 mark of quarter number 1. Was a 3-yard run by the quarterback, Jake Dessart.
And that was the designed run. You could see the whole way. The running back was the lead blocker for him on that one.
Right.
So they just called his name and right up the gut then.
Holding is Mike Burke. And a kick attempt by Brett Wojciechowski is... I was writing down my stats.
It was good.
It was good.
Yep.
Okay, so Wojciechowski good, and it makes it then East Troy 7, McFarland nothing at 6:34 mark of the first quarter. Maybe not the start that the young Spartans wanted, but even with a couple penalties there, they had an opportunity, Andrew, to stop them, and there was that 21-yard pass on 3rd and 20.
Mm-hmm.
That allowed East Troy. Plus, also East Troy went for it on 4th down from about there.
Yeah, so
from the 45-yard line. So 2 big plays that East Troy managed to pull off to get them in the end zone there.
Yeah, so like you said as well too, the Spartans did have their opportunities there, Bill. You know, they had a 3rd and 20. It looked like a 4th and 1. They also had another 3rd and 7. So the defense was making some stops, but it's just now they have to make those extra stops on those conversions, on those, those extra 3rd downs, and, especially those 4th downs if East Troy keeps going for it.
I want to mention one other thing, Andrew, that I just noticed on our monitor. This is nice. We have the ability for replay now, which we just saw the replay of the extra point, which I missed since I was doing stats. Yeah. So thanks again, guys. Anytime you want to put up a replay on some, big plays or questionable plays or something else, throw them up there. I think our viewing public would love to see those. Especially, we'd like to see some McFarland highlight replays.
Yes, we would. But it's early. We have a lot of time for that.
Yeah, it is.
So.
Again, there are 4 ways to view these. Some of you are viewing this live right now on cable 982, three other ways. It's also being live streamed right now on YouTube McFarland Cable. It can also be viewed at a later date at YouTube McFarland Cable, or it can also be viewed at a later date on the McFarland Village website. So we're bringing this 4 different ways so that you are able to view this. Some of those of you that are can't get out here to the park and view a game due to certain illnesses or situations. Some of you are traveling, you're out of town. I've got my own son who's in Bogota, Colombia tonight, watching the ball game right now on YouTube McFarland Cable. So you can see these anywhere you'd like to. So spread the word. Kicking off, Brett Wojciechowski. Kick going back. Oh, in trouble. Picked up.
That's Jeremiah.
By Jeremiah. Jeremiah Price Johnson returning the ball to the McFarland 23-yard line, 22-yard line, where the McFarland Spartans will put the ball in play, led by quarterback Derek Schwarting. 6 foot, 155-pound sophomore getting his first start ever.
Yep. He showed some poise back there in the last series, so let's see if they can get some momentum this series.
Yep. Single back, and that was Jeremiah.
Oh.
Made an early start. JPJ, Jeremiah Price Johnson, a 5'11", 175-pound sophomore. He's got a little out of whack, and that's something that the Spartans can ill afford, Andrew, is they have to go extra yardage against this.
And it looked like East Troy was bringing in the blitz on that.
Yes, they were.
That kind of the offensive line and some of the
single back, backs. 4 wideouts. Schwarting. Quick out.
Swing pass.
Nice cut. Swing pass and a beautiful running effort. Look at the drive and the determination that time.
That's Nick Hall, number 23.
Nick Hall, wow. Nice job for Nick Hall, 23-yard.
So you see just a little swing pass, and Nick does the rest of it. A little shimmy right there and breaks a couple tackles and then gets, about 20 yards there.
And what beautiful camera work. And again, here we go again. It's
play,
back to Nick Hall.
Look at him
broke
go.
the tackle, and look at stiff arm. Down the sideline we go, baby! Wow, open it up, and this is what kids love playing in, fans love to see. Open offense, and boy, Andrew, it's going to be interesting trying to keep track of all these stats.
It was the exact same play, and you see right here, then he had his buddy up there, Donovan Hudson, kind of lead blocking for him.
You're absolutely right. Keep it rolling.
Here they go, right up to
the
line again.
New offensive coordinator here, Pete Willicutt calling the plays. Up, Schwarting rolling, throw right down the gut. Oh, beautiful throw and catch. Wow! Excitement! Wow, that was just fantastic. And again, that was pitch and catch, Schwarting and Hall, and that was a 36-yarder. Hall had time caught passes for 23, 35, and 36 in 3 consecutive plays. And what a beautiful pass and a beautiful catch, splitting the defenders. And
that was beautiful by Schwarting on that, just to roll out to his right.
Yes, it was.
He made a little signal, and Nick, made that connection. He just kept rolling. That was 3 plays. That's a great way for McFarland to respond there.
You better believe it.
I don't know if they're going for this here or if they're
Let's see. Schwarting barking the signals. Looks like they may go for 2. And, yes, they are. Schwarting going to roll out. Will he get in? And he reaches. He got blown up by number 30, Brandon Bakken. However, Derek just has managed to reach the ball across the goal line before he got blown up there by Bakken. And, boy, you got to like this, Andrew. An 8-7 lead with 5:52 to go in your first quarter. Boy, I'll tell you, that's as much excitement as we've seen here in a while. That was very exciting.
That's just what the Spartans needed right there. A quick response to East Troy's touchdown. 3 plays right there. It looked like the exact same play, just a swing pass out right, swing pass out left. Then it was Derek, a little improvising right there, rolling right and then catching and then throwing a beautiful pass, and Nick Hall doing the rest, catching right in between those two defenders and going in for the score. So a great response for the Spartans.
Yep.
For the Spartans right there.
You got that right. While I got a minute here, our Spartan sponsors, I want to quick get them in. Edward Jones, Joe Muting, and Tyler Weedle Agency, Gingerbread House Preschool, Nelson's Bus Service, SG Insurance, Steve Garvel Agency, Schrammel Realty Group, McFarland State Bank, Baker Tilly Angelos, McFarland State Farm Insurance, Jim Hartman Agency, Gunderson Funeral Home, Sparkle Auto Body, Ken's Automotive, Madison Futsal, Luke's Cafe, Lakestone Properties, Culvers of McFarland, Washa Construction, Main Moon Chinese Restaurant, Spurley Farms, Wisconsin Betting, Dan Frank, Green Lantern, McFarland True Value, Shelton Signs, and Rural Masonry. Once again, we really want to thank all of you for your support, not only of McFarland Athletics, but the McFarland School District. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you once again. And people viewing this game, please use these local businesses and give them a big thanks and a shout out for their support of McFarland School District. Thank you again to those sponsors. All right, a great answer. Herbst kicking off. Bouncer.
A little fumble right
bobbled.
there. Yep.
And he's down with a knee, but got back up. And 22.
That was Zach Wendorf.
5'7", 132-pound sophomore, kind of bobbling that ball around.
Yeah, just couldn't get control of the ball there. And this is putting East Troy, as you can see, the kick right here.
Right,
he just bobbled it a little bit and then went down, got back up, but then no one was there to block for him. So,
on our scoreboard on our screen, we got to get that up to McFarland 8 and East Troy 7.
Yes.
That 2-point conversion was good. So, Dessart kind of back a little bit, starting here on the 11-yard line. And
beautiful
nice
pursuit
penetration
right by Reese Samuels there.
Fifth leading tackler from last year. Samuel got in real quick on that.
Little pitch out to the right there, but Reese was right there just to make that nice tackle.
Maybe got a little extra momentum, a little high step right here out of the Spartans. That's going to fire you up a little bit. Home opener in front of the home crowd. Dessart rolling right. Up, and he's going to turn the corner. Lowered the boom.
That was a great rollout there by Dessart just to avoid all the Spartan tacklers right there. And he gained probably about 10 yards right there, so that will bring up about a 3rd and 5. 3rd and 4 officially on our scoreboard.
3rd and 4.
So this is right where, Bill, where we talked about before, those third downs to see if the Spartans can make those stops.
Right. Boy, he lowered the shoulder that time into Vivek Terra, 5'7", 145-pound. Sophomore felt the brunt of Dessart on that. Down the sideline. Did the smart thing, just threw it up in the air, and number 16 on the reception.
That was Jacob Price.
Price again.
He just did a little out, he just did a little in and out, and that caught off Donovan Hudson, who might have been looking for that short dump down pass since it was a shorter 3rd down conversion.
Right.
Spartans look a little confused on the play right there.
Right.
Looked like a little different subbing right there, and so let's see if they can figure out the substitution right up here.
5-yard gain for Yaxt. Done a pretty good job. That's 7 carries for only 17 yards for Jacks so far. Then knee was down, and that was only, I'm going to say, about a 3-yard gain.
So here it is.
3rd and 2. Andrew, we're looking at 4 minutes left in the first quarter. McFarland 8, East Troy 7. Maybe a little surprise to people right now in the conference, because I think East Troy, coming in with more experience and a little size, would maybe a little surprised at this score. But nice start for the Spartans. Dessart. There we go. Up in the air again.
Man,
a one-handed interception.
And that is an interception right there by number 21, Donovan Hudson.
My goodness.
Just went up for that and pulled that down one arm.
Let's see if we get that on replay. That would be a great. Here we go. This is how great. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. Odell Beckham.
Yeah, the little Odell
Right there.
Beckham-ness right
Check
there.
the stickum on those gloves, huh? Hey,
Just
who's
went up.
Odell Beckham one? We've got
Look at that.
Donovan Hudson, huh?
Beautiful
That's his pretty.
play.
Da-da-da, da-da-da. That's got to make ESPN, huh? Top 10. Schwarting in the backfield. Let's see if they can continue keep the momentum here. Schwarting in the backfield. Handoff up the gut.
Hole.
Nice blocking and a good hole. About 8 yards for Tyson White.
That was very good by the offensive line right there. Just
Very good. Yep, they
just
opened
to
a
get
good
that
hole.
Yep.
White stretching just 1 yard on that.
Yep.
So we're going to come up with a 3rd and 1.
So now it's up to the Spartans to see if they can convert on their third downs.
It's interesting keeping stats here and trying to follow this game.
Yeah, it's high.
As soon as I look down, boom, and first down for Tyson White.
Well, Bill, I know you're going to be doing all these broadcasts because this is the offense now. So you got to get used to this up-tempo offense that the Spartans have installed right now.
And to think that I was going to sit here and maybe do this by myself, I don't think so. Andrew to the rescue. Up a little high on the pass, and that was in trouble from the get-go. Nice penetration that time by number 21, Tyler Zindars, 5 foot 10 inch, 166-pound senior. Smelled that out, and Donovan Hudson wasn't going anywhere on that. That was a loss of 3.
Yeah, and that was that swing pass that was working so well last drive, but East Troy was ready for it that time.
Wolf, high snap. That was trouble from the get-go. And again, 21, Zimdars. Zimdars in the background again, and the Spartans are, Andrew, going the wrong direction here.
2 plays, negative yards, so that brings up about so you just see right here, bad from the snap, a high snap, and then just a little miscommunication. And so it brings up a long 3rd and 21.
Again, I hope you people at home are really enjoying it because with this up-tempo offense, it gives everybody a chance to get another look at some of these key plays. So thank you again to our staff. This is great. Stepped it up here over the years. Ooh, bomb down the sideline, throw it up.
What a catch.
And let's see, that was Reese Samuel. There's a flag thrown.
I think it's going to be called pass interference, but Samuel was still able to pull the ball down on that one. Let's see what the referee calls here. But I think that's what they're discussing right there.
Who's it going to be interference on? Looks like he might be almost pointing even to McFarland. I don't know.
I'm not sure, but
seems to be some question.
That was a great throw there by Schwarting, and just to give
threw it up
just to give Reese a chance just to go up and get it. And so,
absolutely.
So they're talking quite a bit about this. So they're trying to figure it out, but we were right.
It was East Troy pass defense and a 30-yard completion.
So they just declined it, and they took the first down. They took the yards for that, so it was great pitch, great catch right there.
1:42 to play here in the first quarter. Very entertaining, like I said in the pregame comments, this wide-open offense. I mean, nobody's sitting around sending plays or anything. This is just go, go, go. Schwarting, pull it back down. Werwinski at 240 pounds. H-back, Cade Werwinski. The senior picking up 9 yards on his first reception of the night.
And I think what set that up was that little play action, just that fake handoff. Got the defensive line off guard right there.
And the thing that was good that time is that Schwarting didn't see it open right away, so stop.
Kept it close, but great.
Oh, boy, talk about looking it into his hands with Reese Samuel again.
And a late flag on the play. I think East Troy might get docked for some extra yards right there for a late flag. It might have been a personal foul on East Troy. So let's see. Almost a pickoff right there.
Yep.
But then right at the end of the play, I think
it
was blown dead. And then you'll see right there, I think. That's what got flagged. And we are correct on that.
Okay.
So that just keeps the Spartans marching forward with that. Big penalties. Some penalties that are costing East Troy right now.
Yep, that's their third penalty.
Yeah,
for a total of 30 yards so far. And McFarland's 1st and 10 from the East Troy 14-yard line. Schwarting. Aerial circus, and that went to number 21, Donovan Hudson. And this has turned into an aerial circus here.
Yes.
Hold it. Do we call this double A? Is this Air Ackley or Air Willicat? What is this, huh?
It's a whole new offense now. And
it's a whole new ball game.
They're spreading it out a lot, and so that was a great throw, great catch right there. Schwarting's, I think he's finding his tempo right now, which is great, and he's just finding good timing with his receivers right now. And so catching East Troy off guard a little bit. East Troy, to start off the game, was very good.
Right.
Oh, and so they're going for 2 again.
There goes Samuel around the end.
Swing.
Is he going to get in the corner? Oh, but we've got a penalty flag thrown, and I'm going to throw a guess in that it's going to be holding McFarland. Maybe just trying to seal that edge over there. Give Samuel a chance to get around the end.
So McFarland.
I think the way Cade's reacting to that, I think Cade was the guilty party on that one.
Mm-hmm. But I like just the different, these different formations that they're doing for their extra point. And you saw it worked the first time, but this time they get flagged. So let's see if they will kick it or if they'll go for it. It looks like they're lining up to kick it this time. So Nick Herbst will be doing the kicking, and Schwarting will be holding it right now.
Coming from the 20-yard line, a 30-yard extra point.
Oh.
And mishandled.
Yep, mishandled, but they made the first 2-point conversion, so that's kind of, you look at it, balances out. So right here, it looked like a pretty good snap, but he just bobbled it, and the pitch then they just couldn't connect, and so couldn't convert right there.
Probably on a bad snap, you're better just to eat it and not have some ridiculous thing happen where all of a sudden possession changes hands there. They get points on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make a quick mention here of some other things, Andrew. The assistant coaches tonight, again, you mentioned Pete Willicat, new offensive coordinator, Brian Hellebrand running the defense, Mark Pankow, Doug Peterson, Brian Hahn, Ryan Rothwell, and Tyler Weedle, volunteer coach. Varsity managers, Tyler Cage and Libby Dominice. Special assistant, the oldest ball boy in the world and oldest cheerleader, Mike Friedel. Ball boys are Damian Hahn and Gunther Switzer. T-girls, Caitlin Ackley, Julia Ackley, and Sari Blanchard. Trainer Jay Hansen, statistician Chad Pele. The dance team coaches, Lexi and Amber Schradel. They'll be performing at halftime. Maria Kafalis da Silva, McKenna Dennis, Danielle Dorn, Liliana Gallegos, Mackenzie Gillen, Judith Yates, Anna Jorgensen, Rebecca Kennedy, Brooklyn Patchen, Camille Schmidt, Jewel Shershock, Tara Shershock, Lulu Spencer, Lauren Staley, and Christy Zhang. Band directors, we don't need to mention them until they get on the field, hopefully next Friday. So kicking off, Nick Herbst. 14-7. We got 1 minute and 2 seconds left in your first quarter. 14-7. This is a lot of points. These are more points than we saw in a lot of games, entire games last year.
And that just seemed Nick just didn't make good connection there and rolled out for, going out of bounds right there. Yep. So East Troy will then start off. It looks like they just declined it because they'll be starting off or getting their field position,
I
at the
35-yard line.
Start at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line. Okay, 14-7. McFarland Spartans on top. 1:02. Buck 2 to go in your first quarter tonight. Very entertaining. A beautiful evening, Andrew.
Yeah, beautiful.
Beautiful Friday evening for the home opener here. McFarland Spartan football 2017. Again, thank you, Andrew Garvey, for putting on board here with this up-tempo. Dessart back and tip pass. Probably good that was tipped. They're trying to set up a screen.
Very good job there by Werwinski just to get his hands up, because if that made it over Werwinski, they had a lot of East Troy blockers in front. That looked like that was going to be for a big gain. But luckily, Werwinski got his paws on that one.
So far, McFarland doing a real good job here using, like we said, their athleticism and quickness here to battle against the bigger Spartans. Dessert fake handoff that time to Yoxt and a 7-yard pickup.
That was very good as we've been seeing more, McFarland knew about Dessart's, athletic ability.
Right.
And so
Yep.
you're just seeing it right now. He makes it look so easy just with his cuts and stuff. McFarland defenders going right past. So hopefully they can slow him down like they have a couple series prior to it as well. So
said he's experienced. He's got a
Yep.
whole year under his belt, and we have Derek Schwarting starting his first ball game tonight.
Oh, that was tip.
Oh, and that ball got out to number 34. That's Josh Marshman, 6'6", 198-pound junior.
Yeah.
He is a big target.
Yes. Uh-huh.
19-yard gain
And
that time.
Here's the replay. It goes
Yeah,
right
tipped.
over the left hand of
Boy, that's too bad.
Rowinski.
Reese Samuel,
Yeah.
I think, was, as they say, licking his
Yeah.
chops. And up the gut for about 7 yards.
Yep.
Was that Yax?
Yep, that was Yax. So gain tackle right there. Werwinski and number 36, Quinton
And
Brandt
we've
right
come
there.
to the end of the first quarter, as that was the 9th carry for 27 yards for Dylan Yax, a 6', 178-pound junior. And as we come to the end here of the first quarter, let me just quick run down the scoring. It's 6:34 of the first quarter, 3-yard touchdown run by Jake Dessert. The extra point was good, and East Troy went ahead 7-0. Boy, they moved straight down the field, and it looked like, be careful here. And boom, I've got it down here, within 43 seconds, McFarland answered on 3 consecutive passes from Schwarting to Hall, the last one being a 36-yard touchdown pass. 2-point conversion by Derek Schwarting, giving McFarland an 8-7 lead at the 5:52 mark of the first quarter. And then with $1:02 left in the first quarter, a 14-yard pass from Derek Schwarting to Donovan Hudson. Extra point was no good due to a penalty that pushed him back, thus bringing us to the present score of 14-7 as we head into the second quarter. So what a wonderful evening.
Yeah.
Again, I want to thank our staff here. We've got Patrick T.C. Twin Cities Morn from Minneapolis. We have Smilin' Ryan Denzer. We have Andrew, capital T-E-C-H-I-E, Techie Day. Our crack staff here. Oh, and that was that nice little dump pass again. That was Yax right up the middle. Boy, they used that the first time, Andrew, and they got a big 3rd down 20 conversion out of that.
It just
This time
seems
that was
like
about 14 yards to
just
Yax.
seems like McFarland needs to find out who's covering, and I don't know if they got enough guys off the field.
And right over, and there
what
was
a
another
catch.
one-handed catch. Boy, we are seeing some.
That was 34 for East Troy.
That was Marshman again.
That was the big 6'6", and
That's a big target.
Right over here. Just throwing
Beautiful.
it over the
I
middle.
love this replay. I mean, to show you how neat is this, people. Sitting at home, this is just fantastic where our cable staff has come and being able to view this.
You just see East Troy's right up on the line once again.
And motion, I'll bet. Boy, and they've got number 2. They have another 6'6", Devin Baldwin, number 2, 6'6", 195-pound senior in the game. They're going against our 5'9", 5'10" defensive backs there. So
McFarland's holding tough, though, as
yes,
you see.
they are.
But that false start penalty moves East Troy back.
First and goal from the 9-yard line right now. Dessert in the backfield with Yax. First and goal from the 9. 11:32, just into the second period. And out pass.
Great defense there.
Knocked down by Vivek Tara, 5'7", 145-pound sophomore.
Yep. So that's good. He
had a little payback there because he got bombed on one play earlier as Dessert ran over him.
Yep.
Now look at, I was going to say, he was going to put that ball on the 10-yard line and moved it back to the 9, which is where it should have been. 2nd and 9. Nice defense that time by the Spartans. I'm kind of surprised that Dessert's throwing the ball here. I thought with Yax in the backfield.
Well, there you go.
But they stayed at home. Nice job by the Spartans.
Defense.
Gang tackling.
And there's another
Excellent
flag
job
on the play, though, there, Bill.
That was Werwinski and Cordell Cloth.
So let's see what one of the sideline judges over on the Spartans side it looks like another false start it will be, but I can't confirm nor deny it. So as the refs are talking
Come on,
it
Andrew,
over,
make up your mind, huh?
as the refs are talking it over once again, I will say it is a
You
false
make
start.
the call.
It is a false start.
Well, sure, after you
So-
saw him start to make the call,
Exactly.
then you jumped in
So,
on that, huh?
Nothing wrong with
I tell you, you people are blessed tonight. A legend. A very storied career. Look, I'm going to pull out all the stops here, huh?
Yeah. We don't want the audience to, fall asleep with that. So
Shout out tonight also to our former athletic director, Brad Minter, viewing the game this evening. I always like to give him a shout out. WBCA Hall of Fame. The Basketball Coaches State Hall of Fame 2 years ago. Well deserved. Brad is another McFarland legend, would you say, Andrew?
Oh,
Huh?
I would agree.
Done
with
so
you on
much
that.
for the kids in the community here, and just very positive influence. See, Brad, tell him thanks for all the years he gave to kids in the community. Decline, so we have a 3rd and 9 coming up for the Trojans. Big play here. Got to keep them out of the end zone. What are you calling, Andrew? Going to be a pass play to one of the big, tall ends.
Yep,
I'd be
that's
looking
what
for
I would
Jacob
do. You
Price.
just throw it right up there.
Oh, but
Or
a
it
missed
could-
tackle.
Oh.
Oh! And Dessert does
Wow. Wow.
a long jump
So, a
over
flip long
Tyson
jump.
White. I don't even know if we get that on replay. I don't even know if Tyson White even touched him. He might have just gone airborne right over the top.
You see
Okay,
right
here it comes. Near miss and
Wow.
oh, he didn't. He didn't even touch. Look at that. Oh, and is that great replay?
Wow.
You people at home, you better call in and compliment and make some comments about the quality of this broadcast. I mean, not the broadcasters, but the pictures you're seeing. Extra point is good by number 4 by Wojciechowski, and we are tied at 14 all.
And you just saw Desser showing his athletic ability once again, scrambling. It looked like McFarland brought a little more pressure there.
Right.
Just got outside the pocket, and he had Tyson White right in front of him. Didn't run over him. So why not just flip right over him for the 6 points?
Right.
So that was a great move by Desser right there.
Got to be a little careful from his side again. Boy, that's the last thing they need. And here we go again. You get a chance to see it a third time. There was the missed tackle. Second one, but that's tough on the cutback.
Yeah, and look at that.
Boy, does that
right
show the
over.
determination and the experience there. Boy, it's great to have a kid that's going to lay it out on the line. Again, let me quick say this. McFarland Cable TV Channel 982 is a function of the Village of McFarland, producing high school sports as a result of a community survey and fan interest, indicating viewers like you at home as well as fans in attendance desire this type of programming. I encourage you to inform your village officials by way of an email, a phone call, etc., how much you enjoy these high-quality productions. And, boy, you're seeing them tonight. The positive efforts of our McFarland youth deserves to be recognized in all forms of media. The State Journal, the Thistle, as well as Cable Channel 982, and our website, YouTube McFarland Cable. So, once again, thanks for your support. Cable TV 982 and our whole cable system led by the boss man, ER, Eric Redding. Again, Smiling Ryan Denzer. Techie Andrew Day. TC Twin Cities Patrick Morn. We're just all having some fun here tonight. And, boy, this is entertaining.
Yes, it is.
This is very entertaining.
Good way
and
to
a lot of fun. Oh,
good
great
way to
start.
start off
This
the
is what
season.
helps bring more people out to these games, too. I mean, we could be cutting our own throats by saying this, but come out to the ballpark, huh?
Yeah.
Get out here and see them in person. So then, especially even if you see these kids around town at the store or anything else, tell them, hey, pretty neat. Oh, there's little Dane Lindau there in the red shorts. Just had a little pregame talk with him and his dad. What a great dad he is and a great supporter of East Troy athletics. Tennis coach down there at East Troy, enjoying a lot of success with the girls' tennis program. Helps with the girls' basketball program. Just a great all-round person for your East Troy school district and athletics, as well as his own family. Does a great job with his kids. So, shout out to Dave Lindau. Nope, that's going to be an
just
overthrow.
over the top.
Yep.
So it looked like East Troy brought a little more pressure
Yes,
right there.
they
but
did.
Schwarting, aired it out just a little too far there for Nick Call.
Yep, trying to throw Nick Call. Like I said, boy, that first touchdown they scored, 3 consecutive passes to Nick Call. 23, 35, and 36 yards, and boom, boom, boom. I said in about 43 seconds, touchdown McFarland.
Yep. So just getting the signals right now from the sideline.
Okay, get a chance to catch my breath here for a second.
So now the sideline signals in the play, and then Schwarting makes his checks and then goes from there then.
My pen's getting a little break here too. There goes Samuel up the middle, and boy, he got the boom lowered on him by number 33, Jake Piper, a 6 foot 1 inch, 221 pound senior for East Troy.
Brings up
3rd and 8.
Yep. So let's see what McFarland will do for this little longer third down.
It's going to be in the
here.
air. It's a matter of who it's going to. Pressure, throwing it up for grabs. Then just off Samuel's fingertips.
That was a great job by the running back right there, Tyson White, to pick up that blitz. And, you know, Schwarting just aired it out. It looks like just a little too far for Samuel, but look at right here.
Let's see. Here we go. We'll get another good look at it and see. Boy, great concentration and just a touch off the fingertips.
Yeah, and Reese looked at it and he's like, maybe I should have had that, but that was a tough catch by me.
Yep, that was a tough
great
one.
play there, just to give Reese, you know, Schwarting to give Reese the chance to go get that play right there.
Absolutely, and you could see, boy, concentration.
Oh, that's a much better punt for Herbst right there.
East Troy didn't put any. Oh, yeah, they did.
Oh, did that touch the East Troy player?
No, it touched McFarland player.
It looked like it touched the East Troy player, though.
That was a 44-yard punt. Nick Herbst so far, a 39 and a 44-yard punt. Last year, his average was 30.5 yards a punt, so off to a good start tonight for Nick Herbst.
Yeah, that was a very good punt, good hang time right there.
Let's look and see. I think it was touched by the McFarland player first, Andrew. Yes, it was. The right foot.
So
Hold on. We need to call back to New York and take a look at it again before we make a ruling on it.
That was Cam Shaft right there, applying the little pressure to that. But overall, you know, that was good coverage by the Spartans. Beautiful kick by Herbst on that. So East Troy takes over, and let's see if they get that combination going again.
Yep, Dessert. Back to throw. Oh, it was a little pump fake, and he just got rid of it.
That was number 18, Hans Schwer, with the pressure on that.
6 foot 3 inch, 188-pound senior.
He had some quickness there. He's one of our track. He's one of our track athletes.
Yep. He and Hunter Patchen are manning the defensive end slots, along with Cade Werwinski occasionally. So, pretty well set at those defensive end slots.
That was good quickness there by Hans.
Yep. 2nd and 10. 10:19 to go until halftime. We're at 14-all here in the home opener. Dessert, beautiful toss over the middle, and nice tackle by Reese Samuel. Or no, Tyson White.
Yep. So that was number 32, Quentin Scoville, who made the catch right there. So it will bring up short 3rd and 1. So let's see if Dessert decides to do it on his own once again, or if he hands the ball off to Yax. So we'll see what happens. And let's see if the Spartans can make another stop on 3rd down.
Yep.
Oh, fumble.
Whoa. And I believe, is that Werwinski that's on the bottom with that?
It is. It is.
Cade Werwinski, another mix-up in the backfield.
Beautiful play. And you saw the Spartans, they brought the pressure right there. And looked at, I don't know, it was just miscommunication between Dessert and Yax, and then Werwinski was able to come up with
that was Jack Bruno, I believe, that came in.
I know.
With the initial pressure, and then Dessert took his eye off the ball, bobbled, and Spartans from the 28-yard line of East Troy, 9:46 to go until halftime.
That will be
a false start.
Yep, that will be. I didn't know.
because he came across the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. I didn't know if it looks like Coach Ackley is
I don't see
asking
if there's
about
any,
it. But that was
not
Cam
going to be
Shaft.
any question on that.
But that
came across the line of scrimmage.
Yep. So he was just getting a little more clarification. Another false start penalty. We've had, like you said, Bill, it is the first game, so you will see, a lot of working the kinks out a little bit with these fall starts, but hopefully it cleans up. And let's see if the Spartans can capitalize off of that turnover then.
4th penalty on the Spartans so far. 3 false starts and 1 holding so far on the Spartans. 1st and 15 from the 33-yard line. Oh, double pass.
Oh, that's it. And look at that. You called
Double
it,
pass.
Billy.
I
You
called it.
Set up the swing pass right there, and then
Do you
it
think
was
somebody
the double
2
pass.
doors down from us is cheering on that one?
Uh-huh. Beautiful play for the Spartans right there. Sets it up. Look at this. Just a little swing pass, and then Cam just does the rest, and Reese is wide open, walks in for the score. Beautiful setup right there with the Spartan offense, and they are up top right now, 20-14 with 9:39 remaining in the second quarter.
I'm going to tell you, you're not going to find anything much more entertaining than this. I can tell
That
you,
was
this is
beautiful.
a treat to broadcast as well as to sit and watch. You're going to be, I would hope that more people start to get out here and see this in person.
So let's see if they're going. Oh, a little quick. Oh.
And good defense that time by number 33, Jake Piper, to tip that ball away. Tried to squeeze it in there
Yep.
to
So,
Reese Samuel and didn't do it. But Spartans go back up on top, 20-14.
Yep.
And we have 9:39 to go still until halftime, Andrew. And, boy, fast-paced, fun.
Yes. Yes.
Again, I
yes,
want to
yes.
mention some other things here. We got a lot of fall sports going on right now, and just like we're broadcasting football here, you need to get out and support these other sports and these other kids. We have Coach Weiss with the girls' swim team, Coach Fortune, girls' volleyball, Coach Gaffney, girls' tennis, Coach Dirk, girls' golf, Coach O'Gorzalek, boys' soccer, and Coach Scott Fisher and Andrew Garvey, to my right here, boys and girls cross country. We have a lot of kids participating in our school system, something for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I'll
And-
make you a correction on that. The new girls' head swimming coach is Jessica
that's
Garvey.
Right. Oh, that's right.
That's my sister.
Uh-oh.
So
Jess, I'm going to get it from you,
Yep.
aren't I, Jess?
Yep, you
huh?
will. So
God, I forgot. That's right, that Coach Weiss gave it up. Oh,
yep,
Jess.
he's now the club. He's now the club coach
Okay.
for the Spartan Sharks swim team.
Jess,
so.
you will be my first mention. I owe you many apologies for that. Oh,
Yeah,
your
you're
dad
not,
in heaven is
well,
going to be looking. No, he's not happy with me
Well,
right
you're not
now.
going to
but-
hear the end of that from Jess.
Oh, I know
Bill,
it. This
so.
is going to be
Oh, and another kick
another
out of
kickoff.
bounds.
We have just had multiple kickoffs out of bounds, giving possession at the 35-yard line, unless both teams here think these return people are so talented that
They
won't
got
be
to
able
keep
to
it
stop
away.
them.
Yeah.
But
So
boy,
it look-
that's given teams major advantages to start from the 35-yard line.
Yeah, so it looked like Tyler Weedle, one of the new volunteer coaches for the staff, he was he was an all-around player, kicker.
Come on, Tyler.
He was a kicker, punter,
Yes, he
defensive
was.
back, quarterback.
Punted, kicked. He played against
he did
Florida
everything.
State in the Orange Bowl.
Yes, he was just giving some words of advice to Herbst right there just to rebound.
Yep. Oh, and right up the
Yep.
gut goes Yax for 7 yards.
I'm just surprised that East Troy isn't doing that more. So
I
with the offensive line,
agree.
but you know what though? Give credit to the Spartans. They're changing up their defensive, formations a little bit. They're confusing.
Playing a 3-4 defense,
Yeah, they're
so those
confusing-
backers have got to
confusing
just.
Dessert and Yax.
Oh, and there's to the big
Yeah.
end. God, again, that's
Yep.
Marshman, 6 feet
Yeah.
6 inches tall.
You just throw it up to him and he'll catch it. So
Almost looked like he wasn't quite ready for that one that time, Andrew, but
Nope.
hauled it in.
he
And
did haul it in. So, and you see right now East Troy right up to the line
Yep.
once again, and
midfield,
up-tempo offense for both sides.
Yax up the gut, 7 more yards.
That was the tackle right there by number 5, Connor Frazier. So way to bring him down.
Yep.
But you see these short 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4s. That makes the play calling a lot easier
Right.
for East
You
Troy
don't want to be
right
giving
there.
teams that short of yardage, because
Yep.
then that opens up all kinds of possibilities to
Yep.
them.
Oh, and
Oh, and again, tip that maybe went out to number 16. Jacob Price, 6'3".
Yep, and just over the reach of Werwinski, and
Right.
so I think Dessert has been. He's gonna have some nightmares just seeing Werwinski.
I agree.
Just come at him.
He's having to throw over those arms. I love the
I know.
defense. I'm sure
So
that's
it's-
Coach Hellenbrand is telling these guys, as soon as you see him throw, get those arms up.
Yeah, get those arms up, and with Werwinski being 6'2",
Right.
that helps.
Here goes Dessart up the gut. He got about 6 yards on first down.
So that was a good play there by Dessart, just to look
Yep.
like a little keeper and just get another 5 yards. So as we said before, it brings up another 2nd and 5. So
Starting to go downhill.
Yeah,
Andrew.
they're
It's like they're
just-
running downhill.
very good tempo by East Troy right here.
Oh. And in and out of the hands of, I'm having a hard time seeing the number. Come on, can you turn sideways?
That was 16. That
Was
was
it
16.
16? Was
Yep,
that Price
was
again?
Price, yep. So we'll see.
Boy, and almost picked off here. Always got to be
Yep,
ready
that
for
was
that.
Price.
Yep,
Mhm.
almost picked off by Schaff. And
That
Schaff
is-
who threw the touchdown
And
pass.
that's been Dessart's, go-to right
Yep.
now. So
3rd and 4, 7:55 to go till halftime. 20-14, Spartan lead, and up the gut.
I don't know if he
goes
got it.
Yax,
I don't know
and
if he got
I think
it.
he's going to be about a half yard short.
That was good team tackle there by the Spartans. Looked like initial contact. Jack Bruno just, only 5'6", a $180, but he's causing a lot of problems in the middle right now. He's just,
Yeah,
he
he is.
just
Yep.
brings, he's very determined, very
Yep.
feisty player
Low to the
right
ground.
there. Yeah,
Stay
he just
low to the
stays low,
ground.
so
There goes Dessart right behind Yax.
Yep,
and he didn't get a whole lot, but 2 yards is going to be plenty enough to pick up that first down. And the East Troy drive continues.
and another 4th down conversion
Right.
for East Troy right there. So
First down at the McFarland 19-yard line, 7:20 to go until halftime. 20-14, your McFarland Spartans on top, but East Troy on the move. Again, Bill the Big K Cather here doing the play-by-play tonight in the absence of John Wells at Madison International Speedway. Being helped by Andrew Garvey.
Oh.
Wow, that ball almost popped out that time. Marshman, I thought they were going to knock that ball out that time and just couldn't quite pop it
that was
out.
number 24. Viwick came up with the big hit right there. You see a little play action, dump down to the left side, but Viwick, and I don't know how he held on
I don't
to the
know
ball,
either.
but he was able to, and so, a little pitch and catch for about 3 or 4 yards brings up 2nd and 6.
Oh, big hole
There,
that
yep.
time for Yax, down to the 4-yard
Yep.
line.
Great. That's just great blocking
Yax.
right there. Yep.
Yep.
That's great blocking by
Oh,
the
14
offensive line for East Troy right there, and just making holes. And so now
His 13th carry for 58
Yep.
yards. And
Kind of-
Dessert's 7 carries for 48 yards, so the two of them combined have gone over 100 total yards
Yep.
rushing here in the first half.
hopefully the Spartans can kind of slow East Troy down. They just,
Andrew, how about time for a turnover, huh? I
Yeah,
called the
I take
halfback
that.
pass.
Oh,
Good penetration
Yep.
that time by Reese Samuel.
little pitch out to the right there. But, yeah, Reese was able to make him cut back inside. And,
Held him to
Yep.
1 yard.
yep, so
2nd and 3. Calling 2nd and 4,
Yep.
actually.
So this is where, the defense just needs to get a little bit. They just need to get lower than the offensive
Yep.
line right there.
You're right,
Get some
especially at the
penetration in.
size.
Yep.
Can't stand up because
Bring in
they'll
the
just
blitz.
push it back.
Oh.
Desert, and a missed tackle
Oh.
by Werwinski, but a nice tackle that time
That
by
was Reese.
Tyson
Oh
White.
no, that was Tyson. Yep. And it looked like one of the referees got taken out there at the end. But yeah, good job there by Tyson White.
Yep.
Dessart, doing another flip again, trying to flip over him, but didn't work that time.
Yep, Werwinski missed the tackle, but he slowed him down enough to allow Tyson White. I said Tyson was the 3rd leading tackler last year.
And it brings up 3rd down. Oh,
Yep.
looks like
Van Desert just straight up the gut.
ooh.
Do we have penalty flags?
Well, it looked like Coach Ackley was
Called
trying
timeout.
to get a timeout, and I don't know if they're going to
If he
give
got
a
it in
touchdown.
time or not.
Let's
I
see.
don't think so.
I don't
Trying
know.
to make the call out here is number 32, Quentin Schovel. Chauville's trying to indicate touchdown.
Yep.
And I think they're going to give East Troy the touchdown. They're
nope.
going to say that he didn't
Looks
get
at
it
the
on
reaction.
time.
I think they will give McFarland. Oh, I don't even know.
They did
give
grant the
timeout
timeout to McFarland.
I am surprised by
Everybody
that.
seemed a little bit.
Coach Ackley worked on his 40-yard dash right there, so I think that helped a little bit.
Yep.
So able to get the timeout just in the nick of time. That gives the McFarland's defense a little breather.
Right.
A big third down here with 5:41 left in the second quarter. Momentum's been on East Troy's side for this drive, Bill, and so hopefully.
Right. Andrew, I got two other scores that just got phoned in here. Rock Valley Conference scores at halftime, 3-0, and the other score is 14-10. So those are two scores from the Rock Valley Conference that came in. So for all of you at home, we're just going to try and keep you up to date with other games that are going on in the area. So 3-0 and 14-10 at halftime. All right.
Big third down here for the Spartan defense and for the East Troy offense. So
absolutely. This is big for them. I think that we're going to price. I don't even think we'll see a field goal. I think if they don't get it here, they're going to try and pound it on fourth down.
They'll go for it again.
I think Dessert's just going to follow Yoxt into that line again.
So let's see what they call up here.
I gave it to Yoxt, and he stopped
it
at the 1.
That was a good tackle there. It looked like Hans Schwer along with number 8, Hunter Patchen.
And there we go. They're going to go real quickly. He's going to go right up the gut. And I called it right up the gut with Desart and touchdown.
Yep. So another, I believe, Bill, I think that's their third fourth down conversion.
It's
either the
correct.
third or fourth down conversion. And so you called it. They wanted to set up quick, and Desart, with Yox leading the way, and the offensive line was able to create a hole for him. So tie up the ball game, and let's see about this extra point.
Kick is good.
So yeah,
kick
the kick
was good
is
by
good.
Brett Wojciechowski. Freshman, 5'10", 153.
And one of the things too that I don't know if the coaching staff needs to talk about it or not is, these two-point conversions as well too. So those, in the end, those might be adding up, but it's, being only half, not even halfway down, it's a 1-point game. I think both teams are very happy with the way, obviously the Spartans wanted to stop, that fourth down conversion. They wanted to stop the previous 2 fourth down conversions.
Yep.
But hopefully that offense, they've been having some big hitting plays, as you could say, with that double pass and then, with that quick 3-pass series, for that was basically Schwarting to Hall. And let's see if the offense can replicate it again. They're going to go fast on this series again.
I like that. Replicate.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. That
sounds like something that a first year or somebody getting their first teaching job full-time would use terminology.
It might be. So fourth graders, watch out.
Congratulations, Andrew Garvey, to my right. Yep, just got his first full-time teaching position, 4th grade, Winnequa Middle School over in Monona, my old stomping grounds. He's going to be in the building that I taught in for 30-plus years.
I was going to say, that's where a lot of good teachers are, right?
Well, there was one that kind of stood out amongst all the others, but, Can I stop patting myself on the back now?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
But no, congrats, Andrew. That's great that
Thank
you're
you.
going to be over there. We're all rooting for you and hope it's a start to many more years of just helping kids. I don't care where it is, Andrew. Education needs more good people like yourself. So congrats to you. All right, there's Dane Lindau again, getting that ball off the field for the Trojans. He's hoping to play someday. He'll be out on the field for the Trojans
Yes, he will.
someday.
Ball on the 25 for the Spartans now.
21-20. We're at 5:13 to go in the first half here. Schwarting back on 25-yard line. Quick out pass, and again, that was smelled out. Breaking out of the tackle, reversing the field. Can he get outside? Here comes. Donovan Hudson trying to turn the corner and throwing outside, and they're going to call a horse collar on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to call, but
he threw the flag. I don't know.
It looked like it might be face mask on McFarland with that stiff arm that Donovan
Well, we're going to
gave.
get a chance to see it right back here.
So you see, he just missed tackles, and he changes fields. He had blockers out in front of him right here, but I think it's right there.
Oh yeah, he grabbed
there. So
I'll tell you, this is exceptional, Andrew. The coverage that we're getting from our cameramen, Smiling Ryan Denzer and Patrick Morn.
So
we bring in the best. We bring them in from all around. We got Minneapolis's best. Come on. Take the compliment. Pat yourself. Oh, yeah, Patrick's just sitting here patting himself on the back right now, huh? It all came from his very excellent parents, Mom and Dad, that trained him well. Mm-hmm. Okay, he kind of gave maybe, huh? A little shout-out to them. I'm sure they're tuned in tonight. Nothing better to do on a Friday night. Been launching it up, and there's Samuel
what
again.
A catch.
Boy, and I'll tell you, when you've got the athleticism, like I mentioned, that McFarland has with some of these players.
That was great. A little fake out pass to the side right there, and then Schwarting, all he has to do just get it up, and then Reese did the rest of it.
Samuel will go up and get it. Oh, beautiful. And that was double coverage right there. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Boy, we've seen some great athletic plays here tonight.
Not a lot
Jeremiah
of room.
Price Johnson, not much to be gained there.
Nope.
Matter of fact, nothing.
Yep. Maybe 1 yard for his forward progress right there. But
first carry tonight for JPJ.
Mm-hmm. Offensive line, though, for McFarland is giving Schwarting some time.
Yeah, they're doing pretty good since they're undersized.
Yep, and also the running backs as well, too, in the backfield help give
Schwarting.
a little extra coverage.
All right, be careful.
Well, and then as I say
that,
and look at
here they're going to probably call it grounding. I don't think the same rule applies here as in college, because even when you're outside the pocket, and I can tell you nothing, the ball did not cross the line of scrimmage, Andrew.
So
that's why that's a grounding.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Would have been better just to eat that ball and.
So I think that's
question. Do they want to go to 3rd and 9 or probably 2nd and 19?
Yeah. Well, I also think I don't know.
It's loss of down.
Yeah,
You're right. It's going to be loss of down. So we're going to go to 3rd and 14, I believe.
Oh nope. No, yeah, they had 3rd and 23 now, it looks like. And so I jinxed
the
that
double
one.
whammy. Yeah, thanks, Andrew.
Just as I say the offensive line, that happens. So
okay, in the future I may just have to say, Andrew, keep your mouth shut.
Yep,
okay?
I know.
Oh,
and it looks like that would be a late flag right there. I don't know.
Chase Coleman, the leading tackler for East Troy, just crushed Schwarting.
Yep. But you see there's a little extra action right at the end right here by number 67, that late
and number
hit.
67. Coach is not going to be happy with Valdan Islami, a 6 foot, 273-pound junior.
Yeah.
Boy, after getting whacked first and then having Islami come in and dump his 273 pounds on you.
Coleman made a beautiful hit. Yeah,
boom.
he just came in, made
he
a great
blew him
hit.
up.
Yep, but then you saw Islami, come in, and I just think, I don't know if Islami thought he wasn't down or anything, or if he didn't hear the whistle.
How could he not see that?
Yeah,
boy.
but after seeing the replay, I think the refs had to call. They made the right call with calling that extra, late hit right there. A lot of discussion, with the referees, just
again,
trying to figure it out.
Maybe this is, their first game of the year, and maybe this is a new crew. We don't know where these individuals are coming from, but you know what? Bless them. You can't play without them.
Yep, because like you said, too, we got to thank them for giving their time to
Absolutely.
the sport, because I just saw it. I don't know if you saw this, too, on NBC. They did a recent story with some of the shortage of the referees as well, too.
Hey, at all levels.
Yeah, not just with football, but, with all levels, all sports. So.
Yep. And let's see
So
what
we
we're
gotta
going
make
with here
sure-
now. Oh, he's still stepping off
Yep.
yardage. And
makes this a much more manageable now 3rd down for the Spartans. And then it also, illegal formation on the offense was declined.
so it looks like we are
And then-
going to be a 3rd and 9.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, I can't read lips, but maybe some of
And then
you
it
at
was a
home
personal. Then it was a personal foul. So this
Yeah.
will be. So this will be 4th down.
Again,
right
this
now.
is just wonderful. What about the replay again that we saw on that? I mean, you really had a chance to see how clear cut.
Oh yeah,
that
with the late hit right there.
Yep.
Yeah. So our crew, we can't thank them enough. They've had great. They do a great job up here, and so without
We're
them,
actually at 4th.
without them,
Yep.
this doesn't happen. Like you've said before, Bill.
Yep, we're going 4th and 9, so Nick Herbst to punt here. 39 and a 44-yard punt so far, so.
Good snap. Oh, look at that kick again. Oh, fumble. But I think number 22, Zach Wendorf, was able to recover that. And the coverage down there was Cam Schaff. So
Right.
Cam applying the pressure once again. He's doing a nice job on that punt coverage. So nice special teams work for the
A
Spartans.
lot of versatility between a lot of kids who've been calling their names in different positions
Oh yeah,
tonight,
you'll
Andrew,
see a lot
so.
of kids going, 2 ways.
Yep.
But this is for
All
it's
right.
for the
Let's-
Spartans and for the Trojans.
Let's see what
as well.
what Dessart's going to come out. 1 point advantage for East Troy. Probably just don't want to make a mistake in this situation. First down 10
Oh.
from the 24, and there goes Yax up the
Yeah.
gut. And
Oh,
oh
he
my
keeps
goodness.
breaking tackles. Finally brought down there by number 6, Reese Samuel, and Yax was just cutting but breaking tackles left and right, and their bread and butter's right up the middle
Yep,
right here.
you
as
got
you
it.
see that. 1
Big
tackle,
line,
2 tackle,
big line, yep.
3.
missed tackles.
Yeah, almost 3 to 4 missed tackles right there. Finally brought down at the 50-yard line.
Yep. McFarland 50-yard line. Yax up the middle. 4 more yards. He's getting close. I've got him unofficially right now. 17 carries for 91 yards in the first half.
You saw right there, it took about 4 Spartans to finally
Yep.
bring him down. So
3:35, 3.5 minutes to go until halftime. 1 point, East Troy lead, 21-20. Hope you're enjoying this at home as much as we are here. Dessert,
oh, he's
going to throw it up. It's
opening
probably
up.
a big
Oh.
target. Oh, and overthrew 6'3" Price.
He had Price open right there, but Dessart just overthrew him right there.
Yep.
Rolled out to his left a little bit. And
He had him. He had a
he-
couple of steps.
He had a couple steps, but just overthrew Price right there.
Dessert went over and said a few words to Price. So those were at 3rd and 6.
Another 3rd down conversion here, Bill. Oh, good pressure.
And that ball
up
got tipped
front.
again.
Good pressure up front by the McFarland front, the front 3 right
And
there.
let's see. This is an interesting call here. Will East Troy want to maybe punt McFarland deep here? We've got 3:18 to go in the first half, and that's what it looks like.
It does look like Dessert is lining
He's
up.
going to go back, but I'm going to tell you, heads up. When you got a quarterback in punt formation, Andrew, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he sees something that he thinks he's only got 6 yards to go,
So they're
looks like McFarland's looking for something.
yeah,
They just don't want
They're
to.
playing a little coverage right here,
Yep.
so making sure like another flag on the play. There goes Tyson White.
Yeah, just be careful. Just
Yep.
get down with the ball and secure it. Just don't want to make a mistake. We're going to have
But-
procedure call, Andrew?
I'm not sure, but it looks like right in line with the line of scrimmage. So I don't know,
I think they
if-
might decline it just because
or-
they've already secured the ball, McFarland.
or if they'll make them repunt it again. So they might move them back and then make them repunt it again. Seemed like from the coaching staff that they want to move them back and make them repunt it. So
Well,
I think
that's
that's what
they're going to do.
Coach Aki signaled down right there. Legal procedure, so re-punting it, move them back.
Just want to make sure now you don't make a mistake.
So I think now they feel a little more confident with that, so they have, you know, the right punting team, right punt coverage out there, so it will bring up, you know, the fourth and looks like, let me see.
What should be like 4th and
Should
11.
It should be 4th and 11, but it's still 4th and 5.
I don't know where they're marking the ball at here.
Yep.
Because they did have 4th and 6. And the scoreboard says 4th and 11, like we said. So.
Yep. Oops. Yeah, so they did. Chain game moved it back. It is going to be 4th and 11 right now. Dessert back in punt
Let's see. It
formation.
looks like maybe we're going to bring some pressure on
Yeah.
this one, seeing as though there's.
Oh, another flag on the play.
Dessert did the smart thing, just getting that
And a fair
kickoff
catch
real
call.
quickly, seeing the pressure coming. But
We'll look at another illegal formation. So I don't know if they're going to move them back even again.
Laundry.
Yep. So let's see if Coach Ackley moves them back once
Still
more
got
time.
3:04 left in the first half, Andrew, and with McFarland only being down by a single point, maybe still wanting to establish and gain even better field position. Yep.
Yep, so
Okay, by my count, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the 6th penalty
yep.
on East Troy. McFarland has 5 penalties. So again, no surprise. A lot of laundry in these early games.
Yep. So working the kinks out on both sides, but it's another smart move by the Spartans, I think. Just keep pushing East Troy back and back just to try to get some better field position here. So let's see number 22,
Absolutely.
Tyson White, you know, if he'll make a fair catch call or if he'll catch it and run him. Last time he did make the fair catch call, so I think he might do that again.
Oh, I think so. They're just maybe hoping for a bad snap here.
Yep.
And with bringing all those guys, be able to have something happen here. Boy, those are good snaps
Yep.
that are getting
And
back.
another
to
good
Dessert.
punt. Let's see.
And I was going to try it at the 30, and
Yeah.
probably all that amounted to the 2 penalties. They probably picked up about 10 yards, two 5-yard penalties. So I think rather than start around the 22, we're up to the 32. That was look like about the 33-yard line.
It does look like that was a much better punt there by Dessert on that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Like you said before. Good snap.
2:57 to go, Andrew, in the first half. 21-20, East Troy, the Trojans, in the lead. Very entertaining ball game. Beautiful evening here. Sitting here in shirt sleeves. Not too muggy or anything.
And another flag on the play. False start. It
Yep.
looks like offside.
75, Max Hansen, a 6'4", 301-pound junior.
Yeah, that's some.
Stepping across.
Yep, just a little offsides on the defense right there.
Yep, but
So,
I don't understand why. Just got to sit back and be patient. Not going anywhere till that ball is snapped.
Not sure if there was a hard count there by Schwarting or.
Maybe. 4 wideouts, 5 wideouts. And
Oh,
quarterback
design
draw.
yeah.
Nice play, and a first down on a 7-yard gain by Schwarting.
Very smart play right there to get down because as you saw when the East
Yep.
Troy linebackers was coming on that. So it was
Get down, stop
good
the clock
play, yep.
momentarily.
good
Yep.
play to get past the chains and, you know, get the first down, stop the clock, but now it's rolling again.
4 wideouts.
Aaron and out.
Oh, and there's Samuel again.
Oh,
Oh, and I thought he had it.
yeah.
Boy, they are just doing what we call in basketball ISO.
Yep.
They're just trying to isolate Samuel on the DB, whoever that lone
Yeah,
defensive back
that
is
was
out there.
number 8, Ryan Nixon, on the coverage. He's just a freshman out there,
Yep.
and so, but he was able to get his hand right up as you see in the, you know, and the replay
He is 6'2",
right there.
so
Yeah.
they get a little more height. But boy, that's a tough call for a freshman to be
Yep.
on Reese Samuel.
Yep. But no, good pass, good, you know, just Reese couldn't bring it down, and that was
Right.
good coverage there.
Very
by
good
Nixon.
coverage by Nixon. Very good job for a freshman. A nice job. Boy, and they're playing these ends up tight on the line.
Oh, just the pressure. The
That
pressure.
looked like
Yeah, that was number 33 for the Trojans right there. That's
Jake Piper.
Yeah.
6'1", 221-pound senior.
Yep, he came off the edge right there and was able just to get Schwarting.
It's good that Derek didn't fumble, cough that ball up, because we're
Uh-huh.
still down in our territory here. 3rd and 14. We're at 2:05 to go until halftime. Big third down play here, 3rd and 14. Just don't want to make a mistake. Good patience by the offensive line not to jump on that.
Now they get the signals again.
Chase Coleman looked like he was coming strong, and the left guard and left tackle just stayed in place for the Spartans. Nice job.
Oh, another timeout by Coach Ackley. So
Yeah, going to run as much time as he can off the clock here. Doesn't want to give the ball back to East Troy if we don't make this conversion with a whole lot of time left, especially with Dessart throwing to those 6' 6" targets or the 6' 3" Price. So again, at halftime tonight, we're going to step out and take a little break. I want to just say again, you will be able on your cameras to view the dance team of Maria Cafalis da Silva, McKinley Dennis, Danielle Dorn, Liliana Gallegos, Mackenzie Guillen, Judith Yates, Anna Jorgensen, Rebecca Kennedy, Brooklyn Patchen, Camille Schmidt, Jewel Shershock, Tara Shershock, Lulu Spencer, Lauren Staley, and Christy Zhang, and the dance team coaches Lexi Schradel and Amber Schradel. And boy, they do a really nice job here and giving even more girls opportunities to do things in your high school here. And we already mentioned all the fall sports going on. Again, get out and support these kids. And that, you know, the football team here, this is nice enough because we can televise this. Obviously, we can't get out and televise girls golf and some others, but you know, when you see these athletes around, just give them a lot of praise and thanks. Put in a lot of hours, and as we all know, Andrew, sports aren't just a little 2-3 month season. Now it requires basically kind of year-round training. And the thing that I think is very important also, Andrew, and you know, being a three sport participant all the way through high school yourself, how important it probably is to involve yourself in different sports, because they all bring different things to the table for you, making you a better person.
Yeah, well, a lot of these kids do 3 sports, which helps them become a better athlete,
right?
Which, you know,
and a better person.
Yeah,
you know, when you're dealing with different groups of people. Some are team, some are individual.
Oh,
nice play call, and they're going to pick up the first down. That is Nick Herbst, and a big 18.
Yeah, that was a great play right there.
That's a 22-yard pass completion to Nick Herbst, and that is his first reception of the night.
Just looked like East Troy right there was just playing off, and Nick had just a
how
room
far
to
off
run.
were they? Boy.
And so I don't know if East Troy was expecting something different, but here we go again.
Spartans threatening. Schwarting.
Oh.
Throw it out, and again, there's Reese Samuel, and that's another big pickup.
Yep.
That was another 14-yard gain there for Reese Samuel.
Yeah, Derek just does a great job, you know, rolling to his right and, you know, finding one of his favorite targets right there in Reese. So another first down, good momentum right here.
Reese Samuel, he's got about 80 yards in receptions so far in the first half. 1:20 to go in the first half. Schwarting, be careful and protect that ball. That was number 21, Tyler Zindars, making the tackle, 5'10", 166-pound senior.
I'll say that was a coverage sack right there.
Yes, it was.
Derek couldn't find anybody.
We have hit 1 minute to go in the first half. 21-20 East Troy, but Spartans threatening. 18-yard line. Schwarting to the end zone. Samuel, and he got behind number 8, Ryan Nixon. Boy, I'm really surprised that East Troy continues almost a press coverage here, Andrew. They're right up on the line of scrimmage, and Samuel, whether he's just putting a little move on or just running by him.
Yeah,
beautiful 20. That was an 18-yard pass.
And you see it right here. Schwarting kind of caught him off guard, looked left, and then went right to his favorite target there, Reese Samuel, and he beat Nixon once again. Beautiful throw, beautiful catch, great protection from the offensive line right there to put the Spartans up 26-21 with 50 seconds left in the first half. So let's see now with the formation what the Spartans will do here. And they hand it off. I mean, they And they get the 2-point conversion
Werwinski.
with Cade Werwinski. So they set up a little motion, and then they run Cade right underneath, and he gets the 2-point conversion to put the Spartans up by 7.
And back to the 7-point advantage.
Yeah, which is so they've made 2 and they've missed 2. So, like I said,
boy, you're gonna be a good math teacher.
I'm trying to be.
Wow, I'll tell you.
I get that from
versatile.
all the women in my life. My mom's a math teacher, my sister's a math teacher, and my wife's a math teacher. So,
oh, your sister, the girls swim coach, right?
Yep, the girls
Jessica,
swim coach.
that's right. Jessica Garvey, girls swim coach. And don't you forget that, huh?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm making my way back, aren't I?
You'll have to keep trying
yeah.
a little bit more than that. But no, great play. Great play call by the coaching staff. Way to execute it for the players
Absolutely.
right down there.
Looks like Coach Ackley making some contact with the booth. Question's going to be here. Pooch kick it out of bounds, I think. Whatever, kick it deep.
I think just try to keep it in play. We've seen already too many kicks go out of bounds, so just kick it deep. Herbst has the legs, so I'm not really sure if they want to give.
I'm surprised,
The deep man right there for him is Zach Wendorf, so I'm not.
Take a look at this. 8 across the line up front here. You could drop a little kick over the top.
Yeah, but I just think at this point with 50 seconds, you just want to pin him as far back as possible. So
okay, we'll see. You're going with the deep kick. I'm going with a little pooch kick. I'm going to say he's going to kick this down about not a real hard one, just kind of about a 25, 30-yard just drop. Drop it just a little over the top here.
No.
Up, and of course, Garvey's always right. And on the return, and a nice tackle.
That was number 18, Hans Schwer, with the tackle, with the wrap-up.
Yep, very nice job by Hans on that one.
Yeah.
And let's see if East Troy decides that they're going to try and get something here. They're going to start at their own 29-yard line.
They have
28.
They have all 3 timeouts left as well, so I will see them probably using these timeouts.
45 seconds to go in your first half. Dessart.
Oh, and just off of the hands right there.
That was 34. That was Marshman again.
Yeah, and looked like I'm surprised with the Spartans. They brought a little more pressure, but it looked like the cornerbacks over on that right side there had a little miscommunication. So luckily, throw was behind there, which you don't see too often there from Dessart. Now he's rolling to his left.
And this is going up to a tall end, and this is overthrown everybody.
So I'll say that was good. That was much better coverage there for the cornerbacks for the Spartans. He was trying to find his go-to guy, Jacob Price, on there.
Bringing up an interesting situation. 32 seconds left.
Clock stopped again, but I just see, just playing prevent right here for the Spartans.
Yep. And there was that pass over the middle, but well protected. And McFarland has done what they needed to do here. And I'm going to tell you what, this crowd might just come to their feet as they leave the field here at halftime. Been a long time since we've seen McFarland with 28 points in the first half of a ball game here, Andrew. So, got to give some kudos to that new OC.
Well, I think just
Coach Willickett.
Yeah,
a nice job of just mixing it up. We've seen a lot of variety of plays.
And I also think, the kids are buying into the system as well, too. So it's kudos to them as well. Oh, off the side right there. Oh. And so now this is interesting.
Yep, I'm going to say 20 seconds left. Will McFarland be just a little careful to, do you get too greedy here, or do you say, maybe we got a shot here. Why not give it a shot to Reese Samuel?
I think, they have one timeout as well, too. So
yeah,
I think they might just air it out. They've been able to, use Reese, on this corner side right here.
All right, let's see what kind of defense that
is brought up right here. But, 4 wides.
4 wides, and I can tell you Hudson had a nice 3-catch drive for a touchdown.
There goes Herbst, and look at the double pass again. Right there to Hudson. And you
Down to the 10-yard line. Yep.
So that's a double pass right there, using Herbst as that, it was a little underthrown, but Hudson was able to, get through there, and they're taking their chances right here. As you see, swing out to the left right there, and then Herbst got some air, maybe too much air under it, but Hudson was able to come back, get it to about the 10-yard line.
10-yard line. We are at 10 seconds. But like you said, Andrew, they still have one big timeout left. Oh, and he used it right there.
No. East Troy called it.
East Troy called it. Okay, that's good. So we still have it.
Yeah, which is very good. So inside the 10-yard line here, I think that was a timeout for East Troy just to
I am just surprised that they suckered him in on that.
I know, they did. But you know what, though? That's kind of all those swing passes setting it up that way for that double pass. And so,
I'd actually like to see that on replay if we've got that. I'd like to play it back and see if that was a forward pass. That was pretty close to whether I thought that was a forward pass.
Oh, you're talking the swing pass out to Herbst?
Yeah, because Herbst, I thought it was questionable. If we could bring that up again, instant replay. On that last one, we're trying to roll that back. I just want to see where this play started in that. Okay, he threw that from the 41, but we need to roll it back just even a little further. Let's see where the pass came from. Pass came from the 43. It goes to the.
Oh no!
Yes, he did. He got back to the
Yep,
44. You are correct. Thank you very much. We saw by 1 yard. That was good, and that is just so super that we have the capability. Thanks a lot, guys. That is our expert staff.
So let's see what
we
they
go
draw
from
up here.
the 10. Schwarting.
Got him.
Oh, wide open.
Beautiful pitch. Beautiful catch.
Donovan Hudson.
That was a great rollout by Schwarting. Great route by Hudson. And that was a throw to the back right corner right there. And with you put any time on the clock for the Spartan offense, they will move the ball in a hurry.
Now,
And
we
look
kick
at
this or two?
Roll out to the right
Look at
there.
this.
Hudson was wide.
Right, East Troy
Great.
seems to be confused by
And
this
then-
4 wide out, 5 wide outs.
And I'm not sure if they are going to kick again or what formation they'll do here. Let's see what play
Nope,
they'll
he's
do.
getting the kicking tee out of there, so we're not kicking the ball.
And it looks like Coach Ackley will take his final timeout right here.
That's okay. That's good because you want to make sure of this. Well, again, I'm going to give a little shout out. I hope that Bretter, my son Brett, who's watching this game down in Bogota, Colombia tonight, he's at a countrywide athletic directors conference in Bogota this weekend, and that I told him tune in the ball game, and he said he was going to tune in. He can reach it by going to YouTube, McFarland Cable, as well as anybody in the United States. I know the Hefties could turn in when they were over in China. They used to tune in on basketball games and that.
I just got a text from a former alum, Jeff Engelhardt.
Is he watching up in the Twin Cities?
Yep, him and his wife are currently
All right.
watching.
Jeffrey.
They're actually down here because Jeff is running the mini marathon in Madison.
Good for him. Kudos to him. That's wonderful. I just
so we want to wish him the best of luck because he's running the Chicago Marathon coming in October then.
And congrats to him also as being a newlywed couple, right? Congrats to you, Jeff. Another outstanding McFarland legendary alumnus. It's alumnus because that means you are one. If you are alumni, it means plural, correct? And Jeff is just one. But hi to you, Jeff. Congratulations. Thanks for tuning in and watching tonight.
Look at that.
And another beautiful 2-point conversion to Cade Werwinski. And, wow.
They are just rolling right now. That formation that they set up after,
it's so difficult to cover because, it isolates you. It's one-on-one coverage on on probably 2 or 3, and then you got to worry about the quarterback. Plus, you've got Tyson White in the backfield who can run it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. So,
well, I'm going to tell you what. Not only is this great. You know, we're congratulating the staff and that and everything, but how much fun for a group of kids to be playing under this, you know, with this type of unpredictability and just excitement and that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, you can just
Great.
see it.
I mean, look, but we had a great night for it, great atmosphere. The
Right.
fans came out, you know, supporting these, you know, student athletes. You know, so far 36-21. This is
Wow.
high octane first half right now.
Could go back.
We got to remind the viewers as well too. This is the first half. This isn't the final score. This is
You got it.
the first
right.
half, second quarter.
And also, I'll be saying this a few more times. Next Friday evening, you can get out here to the ballpark. The Crimson Tide's in town.
Oh.
We're bringing in Alabama. No, okay. Don't get too excited, okay? We're not at that level yet. Even though we put up 36, we're not ready for Coach Saban to come into town. We've got the Crimson Tide of Edgerton coming in next Friday night. 7 o'clock kickoff time here. And you can always watch our telecast at any time later on YouTube, McFarland Cable. So get out here to the stadium. Support these
There's
kids.
that pooch kick.
Yep, little pooch kick, and this should run out the first half.
Yep.
Andrew gave it a little uh-oh, but nope. And there is your first half. And I can see several people on their feet applauding the efforts of the McFarland Spartans. And beautiful night, beautiful game. Wow, a shocker. I'm sure, you know, I already gave you some other halftime scores, which are only 3-0 and 14-10. But here, your McFarland Spartans 36, East Troy 21. Andrew and I are going to step out and take a little break here, rest our voices in that. Cameras are all focused so you can watch the dance team and anything else. Everybody's going to take a little break here. Again, we hope you're enjoying this telecast, and please contact McFarland Cable or our village officials and tell them how much you're appreciating these telecasts and that. So we'll be back in probably about 10 minutes for first half wrap-up and your second half of action. So Bill the Big K Cather, Andrew Garvey to my right, stepping out for a few minutes. Enjoy the halftime and take a break.
Okay, we are back on the air, the home opener, and wow, I'm sure some of you are looking like we are at that scoreboard. McFarland 36, East Troy 21 at halftime. A lot of discussion at halftime between a lot of people as I walked around the stadium and that, just going, wow, how much fun is this to watch? I'm sure the kids are having fun, and boy, even more reason, like I said, you can always watch these games on our YouTube McFarland Cable website, but get out here and see this in person, and what a treat this is. A lot of excitement in that, so kudos to everybody here. So just having a lot of fun. Let me just recap the scoring then. When we entered at the end of the first quarter, it was McFarland 14, East Troy 7. What we had then at the 11-minute mark is there was a 9-yard run by quarterback Jake Dessert. Wojciechowski, extra point good, and it was tied 14-14 with 11 minutes left until halftime. Then the Spartans came right back on a double pass, 33-yard double pass that went from Schaff finally to Samuel, and the extra point, 2-point conversion was no good, which still put McFarland ahead 20-14. Then, coming back at the 5:20 mark, a 1-yard run by Jake Dessert. Wojciechowski, extra point good, and East Troy regained the lead at 21-20 at the 5:20 mark. And then all of a sudden, what we would call last-second fireworks. 50 seconds left in the first half, an 18-yard pass to Samuel, a 2-point conversion to Cade Werwinski, and McFarland all of a sudden was back on top 28-21. Then East Troy received the kickoff, threw 3 incomplete passes. McFarland got the ensuing punt and threw a bunch of penalties, etc., wound up with decent field position. And with 5 seconds remaining in the first half, a 10-yard pass from Derek Schwarting to Donovan Hudson and another 2-point conversion to Cade Werwinski leaves us at our halftime score, McFarland 36, East Troy 21. And this, I'm sure, is sending shockwaves through the Rock Valley Conference. Not just maybe looking at who's on top in this contest, but also the score of this ball game. So I think the important thing here is, Andrew, again, for McFarland to continue this momentum. You cannot let this thing slide. Stay high. You don't want to let, especially the opening right here, you don't need East Troy to pick up any momentum because, boy, as we all know in high school athletics, things can turn real quick on you.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And you said it as well, too, Bill. They just got to keep the momentum rolling because you know East Troy's offense, it's very up-tempo, fast-moving, and once they get rolling, they're hard to stop. And so with that combination of the quarterback and running back with Dessert and Yak right there, they provide a good 1-2 punch. And so hopefully the Spartans can keep offensively, they look great, just spreading the ball out wide. They have a couple double passes as well, too, that have connected. And Schwarting is, for his first career start, is looking great. So we hope the offensive line can still give him some protection and provide him with, time just to make those passes. And then the defense as well, too. They're coming up with big stops. They're getting East Troy to third down, but East Troy is making those conversions, so hopefully the defense can continue to get those third down conversions, those 3rd and 5, 3rd and longs, and forcing East Troy then to punt it then.
Absolutely, and I'll tell you, I just, from Andrew Techie Day, our tech specialist here in that, he just showed us some halftime graphics and results here as far as our viewership in tonight's game, and our numbers are rising drastically. He's saying whatever. I can't read sign language. I'm sorry. Whisper it to Andrew, and Andrew can say it to Andrew Garvey, okay? But, boy, our viewership is up, and we're just having so much fun, and you should too. I mean, looking at this. So a lot of instant replays, great coverage tonight by our staff. And, again, you can always view these, Cable 982, or on YouTube, McFarland Cable, anytime. Nick Herbst to kickoff.
Much better kickoff right there.
Yep.
Wendorf with the return.
Oh!
And a big hit
buried
there.
33, Cordell Cloth, 5'9", 180-pound junior
He's
on
made
the hit.
He's made some good tackles for them.
Mentioned Cordell's name a couple of times. So East Troy going to put the ball in play. Again, spread offenses, fast-moving, up-tempo, both teams. 30-yard line, East Troy opening the second half. And let's see if Dessert can, the team moving.
Oh, right up the middle
There's
there.
Yax for 13 yards, and that's going to push him. He now has 18 carries for 104 yards, unofficially, according to Cather stats tonight.
Those are pretty accurate, I've come to find out.
Oh, yeah, thank you. He saw me pat myself on the back, so Andrew joined that parade.
Yep.
So.
And
All
East
right.
Troy just going back to kind of their bread and butter with Yax
I would think so.
right
Yep.
up the middle. And you see the big offensive line for East Troy is opening up the holes, as you saw that first run for 13 yards and another one for about 4 or 5 yards.
Absolutely. I mean, and they understand. We got a whole half of football here
Yeah,
left
a lot
to play.
of football
so
left.
2 scores isn't going to determine this game.
Ooh.
Oh, nice
He
little
just keeps
tackle there.
battling for those
Yep.
extra yards right there. But good gang tackle.
Quentin Brandt on the tackle.
Yep.
That's the first time I mentioned his name tonight. We try and mention as many kids' names as we can because how important is this at the high school level, Andrew, to recognize every kid
Oh,
that
yeah.
you can who's participating in this. They put in so many hours in that.
Mhm.
Give them some recognition.
Big third down once
Oh,
again.
Dessert just following the line.
Yep.
5 more yards for him. And Dessert, 9 carries now for 55 yards for the quarterback, Jake Dessert.
And I haven't been keeping track of the third downs, but East Troy has converted on quite a few
Yes,
third
they
downs
have.
for them.
Yep.
So that would be an interesting stat just to see that.
Oh, so now you want me to keep track of another stat,
Oh, right up
Oh,
the middle again.
There goes Yax for about 17 yards.
Yep.
Boy, he is just the workhorse here.
And you just see, once he hits that hole, he has very good
Yep.
speed. You know, they don't do a lot of,
Nothing real
sideline to
fancy, nope.
sideline. It's a lot of north and south
Yep.
for them. But
They're going to
once
use their size and just pound it straight ahead.
and then you see there's the play action that sets it up right there. But that was a
And-
great tackle right
Yep.
there.
Pass went out to Josh Marshman again, 6'6", junior, 198-pounder.
And you look at, he has a size mismatch over Viwick Tara, who's only 5'7", so
Right.
almost a whole foot mismatch for 34 for Marshman right there.
Marshman is 5th catch for almost 50 yards
Yeah.
tonight.
Mm-hmm.
There goes Yax up the middle.
Oh, that was
nice
a good
job.
tackle on the outside right
Number
there.
64 that time, Mitchell Roeder.
Yeah, that was Mitch Roeder and also Hans Schwer. So
Yep.
we've called Hans's name a couple times. So he's
Right.
been doing a nice job coming off that edge for
Yep.
the Spartans. And Mitch did a very nice job kind of helping up and taking up space in the middle right there.
I've crossed one full sheet of paper now. 22 carries, 132 yards for
Yep.
Yax.
Look at that.
Nice
Another
defense.
another tackle there by Roeder.
Stack them up. Number 10, B.J. Bruce. And on that play also, we're mentioning a lot of I'm sorry, that was 18. That was
Yep,
on
that was
shore
Hans.
again.
Yep.
My fault.
And look at East Troy going for it on 4th down once again.
4th and 1, and this is going to be Dessert. I believe he's going to follow.
Oh, they hand it off to Yax.
Just right up the gut to Yax,
Yep.
and he pounded that for about 10 more.
Look like Cam Schaff, number 1 on the tackle right there. But McFarland does a great job the first 3 downs, but then, that 4th down play right there.
Yep.
And that's happened. I believe that's either their 4th or
Yep.
5th conversion.
You're not
right
getting
now,
much of a
so-
breather here either, and you got these bigger linemen just pounding at you. They're just coming
Yep.
dead at you each time. There goes Yax up the middle
Yeah.
again. About 4 yards.
And like you said, too, Bill, it's hard for the Spartans to make those substitutions with this no-huddle
that's
offense.
right.
And
Yep.
so you see right there, number 64, Roeder coming off, but he put in some good plays right there for the Spartans. So
And again, you got kids like Samuel, you got White and that are going both ways.
Yep. That's
not
a
getting a
good
break
tackle
there,
for
sure.
them. Look at that.
Yep.
Look at all those Spartans coming
Nice
up for
job.
that tackle right there. He had number 14 right there. You had Michael Marfori in there as well too. So very good tackle helping out with that. So big third down play right here. Let's see if the Spartans can stop them. East Troy's just been rolling.
Michael was given some recognition in the State Journal, a little write-up as far as being a defensive standout for McFarland. There goes Dessert right up the gut.
Right up the middle.
Boom. And that took about 4 minutes and 11 seconds for East Troy to go straight down the field.
And we knew East Troy would respond quickly
with
their up-tempo offense. As you saw they're not passing the ball. A lot of those runs were between the tackles right there. So hopefully McFarland can make some adjustments for this next series. Oh, blocked. Kick was low right there for East Troy.
Yes, it was.
And it was blocked by the Spartans. So that's a big block for that extra point right there. So the current score with 7:47 left in the third quarter, McFarland 36, East Troy 27.
Yep, that was That was actually the 4th touchdown run for Jake Dessert tonight. He's got all 4 of their scores: 3 yards, 9 yards, 1 yard, and 4 yards. Well, I'll tell you, how valuable is that to have an experienced quarterback like him? And I'm sure that Coach Crandall told him at halftime, guys, there is so much time left in this game. And, I think it'll be real interesting now. Does McFarland stay with its up-tempo, spread offense, wide open, no huddle offense, or do we come just a little more conservative, try and run a little more time off the clock? I would be more inclined, keep doing what's been successful for you. Keep it going.
Why switch it up? If you put up 36 points in that first half,
but you know what I'm saying.
I keep the pedal to the metal. So,
all right, and that's the kind of gutty competitor that Andrew Garvey was through his career at McFarland High School. Gutty.
Thanks, Bill.
You're welcome. You notice I didn't have anything else. I was hoping you'd jump in on that, but
no, I didn't have a lot to add.
I'm sure people at home are filling in the blanks on that. Huh?
Oh, you could fill.
They watched you compete over the years, and surprise, surprise, we have another kickoff out of bounds. Yeah. I'm shocked at this, Andrew, because this is wow.
And I don't know if
is it by plan?
If they're scared of the return game by each team, but
they've given up so much yardage.
Yeah, so that's that's great starting field position for the Spartans, which is awesome.
Oh,
so
McFarland will take that every time, starting at your 35-yard line. Any team at any level would take that. Up, and we get another jump offside. 79, John Skinner, a 6'1", 281-pound sophomore, just popped offside for East Troy. Boy, and the penalties for East Troy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 penalties. And I'm looking at almost
just keep adding up.
7 of the 9 are 5-yard penalties. Offside or false starts.
Motion right here.
He's going to blow that play up, and there was a hold. And the end-around pass.
What a catch.
But it's going to be coming back, and that was Reese Samuel again.
There looked like a lot of flags.
Guarded by Zach Wendorf that time, 5'7" sophomore, but I believe that's going to be coming back, and I think we're going to have a hold.
Yep.
Yep, you could see that, boy, because East Troy was bringing a load that time.
Yeah.
And they were going to cut down.
They were going to cut down Cam, but he made
Cam
a great
Schaff
move.
in the backfield.
That was a great toss right there. And
well, again, just throw it up in the air.
And you see Reese going up for that catch. Wendorf was all over him.
Yep.
I thought they could have called Wendorf for a pass interference, but I think he was, playing pretty good coverage in the ref's eyes, and then they called the holding, so they'll move the Spartans back at 10 yards. So 1st and 20, ball on the 25 now. So let's see what the Spartan offense does on this new first down.
Hand off to White going up the middle. Good spin move. About 4 yards.
Yep, got a couple more yards, so that spin move helped. He made a great move on that.
Right.
East Troy is getting great pressure with that front four up there. They have some very good size.
McFarland hasn't run the ball very much tonight. That was only his 6th carry for 19 yards for White. 2 carries for 13 yards for Derek Schwarting. This has basically been air Schwarting.
Yep.
Hand off to Schaff. Again. So he
There's
gave the
that
corner.
end around, but nope.
No.
Oh,
and the
fumble.
ball got ripped out. Got a little careless with the ball.
Yep.
And that was ripped out by number 37, Nick Schwall.
Yeah.
5'11", 179-pound junior. Ripped that ball out away from Cam Schaff.
Yep.
And that's a big turnover because here comes East Troy again. And I said it only takes one turnover, and boom,
Yep.
15-point difference can disappear real quick.
And you see Cam, holding that ball in the right side, and then boom, just gets ripped out right there. That was great play by the East Troy defender. By
nice
Schwall.
Job.
Here comes the offense, right up again, right up the gut.
Right up the gut.
And
There
look
goes
at that.
Yaks. Yep,
almost
9 yards.
Almost about another 8 to 9 yards. And going back to your point, Bill, East Troy now, the momentum is kind of swinging to their side right now. So another score, and they're right. We knew this game wasn't over.
No.
And so you can see these quick
Is this going to be the first one to 60 is going to win this,
It
Andrew,
might.
or 50?
Oh, that was a good tackle
Yaks.
right there by Quentin Brandt, coming up the middle right there.
But I think he got the 1.5 yards and a first down for East Troy.
Oh, they did.
Oh, they didn't give it to him.
They did say 3rd and 1. So.
Wow. Okay.
Now let's see if
My bad.
Let's see that front three. Jack
This is
Bruno
going to be
right in the
Dussert.
middle.
Dussert's going to follow him. Yep, there he goes. And he picked up only 2 yards, but that's all he needed
That's
on
enough.
that.
Yep. It was a good tackle by Schwer and Werwinski, but
Short yardage situations, I mean, that's almost a given that Dussert's just going to run behind Jocks on that.
And you saw Bruno up front, too. He was trying to get low to, force them wide.
Right. Yep.
Because they've just been going up the middle this whole time.
Well, again, people, if you like offense, we're not saying the defenses are that bad. It's just these offenses you've got some very good athletes.
Yeah.
That are performing at their highest levels here tonight, and kudos to the kids.
Yeah, so it's been a 1 turnover each for the Trojans
You're
and
correct.
the Spartans.
Oh, Dessert going to put it up.
Oh,
my goodness. Hudson almost got to that ball.
It looked like the East Troy wide receiver kind of slipped, and I think that was number 16, Jacob Price.
Well, those are dangerous throws when you get an errant pass over the middle.
Yeah, so good coverage there by the Spartans.
2nd and 10 from the 11-yard line, just outside the soccer circle there on the field.
Oh,
whoa, Dessert. Oh, my goodness.
Cut.
Great cut, great spin move. Eluded the tackle of Samuel.
And that was Samuel, and then number 33, I believe.
Yep.
That was Cordell.
Yep.
And so it almost looked like he fumbled the ball right there,
did.
kind of off of that fake handoff. But 3rd and 1 with 5:27 left in the ball game.
And Dessert's going to follow Yaks here.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Or hand it off.
Hand it off to Yaks, and
I don't think he got it,
but he got a first down. He's going to be down to the 1-yard line, I believe, Andrew.
Yes, you are correct on that. Just following that big offensive lineman, as you see, it's number 74 for him. That's Noah Brees. He's 6'1", 211 up there. 56 for him. Jackson Wackel, 5'9", 227.
Yep, I said good size.
Yeah, they just have size.
Ooh, that was a surprising little pitch play, but got to the outside. And that's not good. That was, you almost saw, that was almost like a tackle after he was into the end zone.
Yeah.
He got kind of spun around there, and oof. That is yaxed, and that's a knee. I saw an East Troy player going up and questioning the official, saying, was that not kind of a late tackle in on that? Oh, you don't like to see that. You hope maybe it's just a cramp or something, but that almost looked like he got twisted on that, and I'll tell you, there is a lot of stunned silence on the East Troy sideline when you've got a kid that was his 29th carry for 160 yards.
Yeah. Well, he's up, and he's limping a little bit, but at least we see him up walking off. So
yeah, let's hope. I don't like to see nobody injured. That's something you want not see at this level at all, or at any level.
Nope. But you just saw that was a little pitch out to the right, and Yachts did the rest. He made a great cut back to the left, and he literally walked into the end zone right there.
Yep.
And I am kind of surprised, too, that the refs didn't, flag for that.
I'm kind of surprised, too, because he was well into the end zone when he got thrown to the ground there.
But I know that McFarland player, he didn't mean to,
No,
so.
I don't think intentional, but it was just, and a good extra point by Brett Wojciechowski. And we are now at McFarland 36, East Troy, Andrew, 34.
Just like
it's a shootout.
Yep, just like that. Momentum is swung back to
Yes,
East Troy.
it has. So very important, this possession coming for the Spartans. All right, I'm going to give a little something, too. I call these Big K reflections. My own little opinion and little thoughts here on things. So here you go with my first Big K reflection of this football season. We must remember that coaches and athletes put in countless hours to prepare for these few precious athletic contests. I would hope that everyone, including other students, staff, family members, friends, and the community, positively support all the time and efforts of all these participants. Winning games is great, and that's the desired outcome, but as we know, not everything in life is perfect and goes our way. We must make sure that kids participating in activities learn from the positives as well as the negatives and leave the activity with meaningful life lessons learned. Support our youth positively, whether in victory or defeat, because it's something that we call here in McFarland Spartan pride. Andrew, any thoughts on that Cather reflection?
Very well said.
Okay. Or maybe you didn't listen to it.
No, I was listening.
I just thought the emphasis there was just on positive support.
Well, no, and that's
for everybody, everybody involved.
Well, that's the big thing. I don't think I need to elaborate much more. We're
precious years.
We're pretty fortunate. We have we're a very supportive community here, and our parents are supportive of our coaches, our staff, our student athletes. So I think that's the big important part that you hit on right there. So
we actually had a kickoff in bounds.
Yep. Here we go.
Is that Hall?
Yeah, that is Hall.
Nicholas Hall still going, and he is out to the 33-yard line, 34-yard line. Very good. We finally got to see a kickoff return.
Yeah, nice moves there by Hall. So he very, very quick and agile with his moves on that. And
he's done a nice job tonight.
He has done a nice job. Another track athlete in the springtime for us. So, working on that sprinter speed, I think you could see that translate here on the football field as well.
Yeah.
All those, multi-sport athletes.
Rolling right. And nice pitch and catch.
Yeah.
And that is to Donovan Hudson.
Schwarting does a very nice job whenever he is rolling to his right. I think that gives himself a little more time, to roll out of the pocket and
very patient.
Throwing to his right, he does throw a pretty good ball. So very nice job with that.
Doesn't rush it, doesn't force it.
Now
we're rolling left.
Way. Oh,
and ball should have been caught that time by Hudson. Important third down here, Andrew. Very important third down for the Spartans. They don't need to go 3 and out, especially with the momentum that East Troy's kind of picked up here. You don't need to give the ball back to East Troy and giving them an opportunity with a third score to go back on top. So big play here for the Spartans. We're at 4:50 to go in the third quarter.
So now Derek's looking back to the sideline to see
Changing the play call.
different signals that get relayed from the coordinator to the sideline.
And East Troy's still up in press coverage there. And there we go, up over the top again. And just thrown a little too long.
Yep.
Boy, East Troy is right up at that line of scrimmage all the time. They're going to just keep challenging the Spartan receivers, and I think that's a great goal for McFarland if Derek can get it to him.
That's kind of their MO. And look at McFarland.
We're 4th and 4 here at the 40-yard line.
So
we're going to go hard count. This is a gamble.
Now they look back to the sideline, see if they're going to stay with it.
This is a gamble when you're at your own 40-yard line, and East Troy's just come out and scored twice. Schwarting's going to quick kick it.
Yep.
Open off the side of his foot, and
so
maybe got a little too cutesy right there. Maybe you should have just taken your medicine, especially Nick Herbst so far tonight. 35, 39, and 44 yards on the punts.
So
probably want to maybe just maybe go back if you had a choice to redo that. Now, again, I haven't seen any practices, so what do I know as far as maybe Derek Schwarting, especially you don't have anybody back, so if he could have just put it in play.
Yeah, I think
gotten a lot of roll. And
I think that's what you said, too. They were just trying to catch East Troy off guard with that. So,
okay, Desser. Right up the gut for about 4 yards.
So, so that will be interesting now because Quinton Scoville is the replacement running back now.
Yep. Actually, I heard it's Schoville.
Schoville.
Yeah, when I spoke with somebody from East Troy.
Schoville, so my apologies.
Yep, well, I wouldn't have known that either. I thought it was Scoville, and he said something like Schoville, so.
Okay.
Yeah, Yaks,
so
that's
we'll
a
see
big.
How they use that then.
See what Scoville, okay, about 3 yards.
So, as you see, it's a different, it almost feels like a different feel for East Troy's offense because without having Yaks in that backfield. But they still have, that threat with Dessert, because he has the ability to do that play fake or run up the gut.
And there he goes right up the gut.
And you see,
yep.
He gets that first down, just powers through it. So I think East Troy, a lot of their offense right now is going to be Dessert running up the middle or throwing to their tall wide receivers in number 34 in Marshman or
16
Price.
Yep.
So I think they'll keep setting it up, keep running. Then they'll set up that play action and get one of those tall wide receivers right there then.
Yeah, you can see there's a definite difference.
But that was a great tackle there. Way to go by Hans Schwer to keep with that,
Here's the thing also, Andrew, that you're going to see. You don't want to run the risk of Dessart. You can't, you really don't need to be seeing him carry the ball 20 more times in this game because there's always the fear, too, of injury to him.
Mm-hmm. But he's their workhorse, so.
Oh, yeah. There he goes, right up the gut.
Look at that.
Oh, boy, and that's pounding out about 13, 14 yards.
Mm-hmm.
He is reaching, that was his 14th carry now for 90 yards. Yep. So Yaks left the game, 29 carries for 160 yards.
And you saw
you got Dessert, 14 for 90 and 4 touchdowns so
and you
far.
saw the contact was put on by Tyson White, but that was like 10 yards. And look at that. Schoville. Great tackle by Jeremiah Price Johnson, but that, I say great tackle, but that was 10 yards before contact was made. And so East Troy momentum.
Boy, and here they go quick, too. This is just hurry up. Oh, the wrong direction. Dessert, look at what he's still going to turn it into, but we're going to have a motion.
Nope, there was too many players on the field for McFarland. It looked like
trying to make a change.
Yeah, it looked like trying to make a change, but East Troy's just high tempo, fast paced offense. McFarland making that substitution.
You can see
they had too many men on the field.
Dessert sitting down in a low crouch, just trying to catch his breath there. He is going to say.
So yep.
He's going to be pooped at the end of this game. Very tired.
So that was the referee just signaled too many men on the field.
And they took the 5-yard penalty.
Yep,
5-yard penalty rather than the 7.5
but
yard run.
it would still make it so instead of being second and 3, it's now first and 5.
God, you know what? You're a math major, huh? Andrew, you just keep impressing us with all of your math.
I know.
You're
Bill.
a stats man, right? Huh?
Try to be.
Sure, you probably did very well in Jeff takes stats in college.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yep, I did. So
another A course for you. Easy little.
There's good
nice
penetration.
55, Jack Bruno again. Boy, staying a little ground. We called Jack's name quite a bit. Nice ball game tonight for the 5'6", 180-pound junior.
It just causes a lot of disruption up in the middle. And you look at, he's taken on, number 77 for East Troy.
Andrew, 2nd and 7, and they could have had 2nd and 3.
So he's taking on someone.
Oh, Jack's.
And
Yak's back in the game. Boy, it looked like almost that leg could have gotten bent there again, but punched through, first down.
Yeah.
I think, did he get all 7 yards? Nope, 3rd and 1. He only gave him 6.
Tough competitor he is. And so
oh, yeah. And I'm going to tell you what, good to see him back in the game. I mean, obviously that doesn't help McFarland's chances, but yep, another 6.
Gets the first down. So that was a great. His cutbacks. I mean, whenever he cuts, he makes it. He's cutting up the field. So
head up. He's seeing where the hole is, and once he sees the hole, boom, he's into it.
So they're up at the line.
First and goal, the 5-yard line. There goes Yaks again, right up the gut and into the end zone. And Andrew, just like that, this game has turned around.
Yes.
With a minute and 22 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, and East Troy is about to go on top. It's just a matter of by how many points. So we now have Yakst with a 5 and a 1-yard touchdown run, and we have Dessart with a 3-yard, a 9-yard, a 1-yard, and a 4-yard.
And the kick is good.
Good by Wojciechowski, and East Troy has taken a 41-36 lead on the Spartans, and boy, it's just kind of like the air's been let out of the balloon here. All of a sudden, you know what it was? That big turnover.
Yeah,
that was really big.
Yeah, you feel that momentum, is definitely shifting in East Troy's way now, and so hopefully Spartans can respond here. The past couple drives, they get something going in the air. They complete one pass or they complete 2 passes, but then they just can't convert that third down conversion. So that's really been, has
absolutely
hurting them these past couple drives, because you see they haven't scored any points this quarter, and you saw the first half they put up 36, and now momentum's back on East Troy. I know this is where the kids are getting more and more tired, so later in the game,
conditioning early in the season
going both ways for a lot of the Spartan players and for the East Troy players. That conditioning factor is going to play a key. So
absolutely,
hopefully McFarland can kind of stop this momentum train and get something back going their way. Then.
And again, we mentioned the size differential here tonight, and eventually it's kind of like Wisconsin does at the college level. They just wear you down. You get into the 4th quarter, and bang, you're just tired of them pounding on you. And that's maybe what we're starting to see here, a little bit of the fatigue of just going against the bigger East Troy Trojans, who have regained the lead at 41-36. Kickoff. Okay, at least recovered. Good. Hall.
Made a couple
moves
outside. Right there.
Okay.
Just short of the 30-yard line right there.
Yep.
After the bobble. So luckily he was able to regain control and get back to about the 30-yard line.
Absolutely. So let's see. The Spartans got to get something going here, Andrew. And again, we'll shout out here again to our crack staff. We have Andrew Day, Patrick Morn, smiling Ryan Denzer. Our crack staff tonight just doing an excellent job. This is just so enjoyable. I think they have as much fun bringing this to you as we do. So hope you enjoy it.
I don't know what happened there on the snap.
Wow, somebody is pounding their fist.
That was Bryce Thompson, the center for.
Yep.
It just looked like a missed snap right there. He
Yeah,
just
it did.
lost a little control for that. And I don't know if that's helps or hurts the Spartans, because I don't know if you saw East Troy was bringing the blitz on that.
Oh,
so.
yeah. Somebody, Derek was going to get smothered, I think, in the backfield on that.
So just regroup, take a breath, Bryce.
Right.
You'll be just fine.
Yep. Settle down. Get back to what we did in the first half.
Oh, just over.
Yep.
And so that was just over the reach of Nick Hall right there.
Some of you at home are probably wondering, what am I laughing at? Well, some of the comments that you're hearing being hollered outside our window here by all the officials that we have sitting in the stands here tonight.
So
some very interesting things, some which we shall not repeat to you, but to say it's very entertaining also. Derek rolling right again. Patient. Throwing it up for grabs. Here we go again.
That has to be a flag right there, and it is. That should be pass interference right there.
Pass interference on Zach Burke, a 5'11", 143-pound junior, trying to stay with Donovan.
Yep, and we got to give credit to the McFarland wideouts too. They're getting behind these cornerbacks, and so Schwarting just rolling out to his right, and you can see looking just holding all over, and then they had to call that, and the ref did make the correct decision. So Zach Burke, as you stated before, Bill, was holding Hudson, and so that's a big third down conversion for the Spartans. So maybe this might be the momentum that carries them. So we will wait and see.
I'm going to say that East Troy people might contest that, Andrew, if I look at it in replay, but whatever. It is what it is. The men in stripes, the Zebras, made the call.
They're just making sure.
Yep, making sure ball's placed in the right spot.
Yep.
We've got 1:01 left in the third quarter. 41-36, East Troy ahead. Spartans have yet to score here since halftime.
Checking now.
First and 10.
Might be a
35.
new play.
Yep.
Getting signaled into Schwarting.
White seems to be a little confused.
Seems to be under control now.
Yep. Well, you have to be. Good, helping to block. Protection broke down. And number 33, Jake Piper, again getting back here. We called his name quite a few times.
And that was also number 67, too.
Yep, 67, Valdon Islami. He got called for that penalty,
but he's
that late hit.
He's making up for it right
yes,
there.
He is.
So.
Second and 16 to go. 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Slowing down a little bit here on the offensive end, the Spartans. Boy, this is really a big possession, Andrew. Got to have something happen here. Derek getting back.
Oh, right.
Looked like a little center screen, and that was going to Cade Werwinski, the H-back.
Yeah.
Or maybe he was in the tight end position there, but that was going to Cade over the middle, but got knocked down. A lot of congestion over the middle. They are at 3rd and 16. Wow, got to come up with a big one here. 15 seconds to go.
So
boy, this is just like the tale of two halves here, isn't it, Andrew?
Yes, it is. It is.
We're seeing how quick the momentum can change. It's high school athletics. Derek, just got to be smart. Throw it up.
Got him.
And just overthrew Nick Herbst. And again, being covered by number 26, Miles McCarthy, a 5'8", 123-pound junior. Nick Herbst got behind him, and East Troy continues to use press coverage, and McFarland continues to get behind the DBs, but we just haven't been able to connect enough times.
But that's East Troy's defense. That's kind of their MO on defense. They're going to play press coverage, and they're going to challenge. They're going to try to bring pressure and, force the quarterback to make bad passes. And Schwarting, we saw for the most part in the first half, was making good passes, connecting with his receivers.
Yep.
That's a good kick for Herbst right there.
But a big bounce.
Good job. Good coverage there. That was great job by Vivek Tara to get down there. And the ball is on the 20-yard line.
51-yard boot. So Nick Herbst tonight, 35, 39, 44, and 51-yard punts. And that's where I'm going to go back to that little quick kick type thing. Boy, I would have liked to have seen maybe give Nick just bury him back, but what do I know?
Yeah.
Not much. That's okay. It'll all work out. But, man, that was really big. You had to push him back. This will be our last play of the third quarter.
Yeah.
1 second unless there is a penalty.
Ooh, spin move there.
Spin move by Yax. And nice.
That was a good wrap-up tackle
Number
there.
14, Michael Marfori.
Yeah. So great wrap-up tackle because it looked like Yax could have broke out of that, but Michael
Yes, it did.
held his leg low, and so momentum is with East Troy that quarter, I believe, scoring
3 times.
3 times.
Yep. I'll recap it for you. At 7:47 mark, a 4-yard run by Jake Dessert. Extra point was blocked. McFarland still with a 36-27 lead. At 5:06 of the third quarter, a 1-yard run by Dylan Yax. Extra point good. McFarland still led 36-34. And then with a $1:22 to go in the third quarter, a 5-yard run by Yax as he returned from an injury. And extra point good by Brett Wojciechowski. And East Troy, as you see on our scoreboard, leads 41-36 at the end of 3 quarters of play. Again, I just want to extend a big thank you to all our viewers out there. It's nice to see, again, that our viewership is there tonight. But, again, you can watch these games at any time, and I think it's great to be sitting there at live stream because a lot of you can't get to the ballpark. A lot of you are in areas, like I said. There are people overseas. My own son's down in Columbia watching this game. You got people in Minneapolis I know that are watching, Chicago. I know these people are watching, whether it's my family or other people that I've heard of that are catching these games. So you can watch them live streamed, or you can watch them starting later on tonight or tomorrow or whatever. So it's a real pleasure for myself and for Andrew and for John Wells and our whole staff here to bring you these special memories of kids and their high school years and that. So hope you enjoy these broadcasts and that. We enjoy bringing them to you. And, again, this is all volunteer. We do it for you and the kids. Oh, airing it out. There it goes up. It's a jump ball. Oh! And Price took that right away
out of Hudson's
hands. But again, Price sitting at 6'3", Hudson sitting at 5'7", and that, boy, was that a big play. That was about a 35-yard reception to Jacob Price.
Here's the replay. It looked like Hudson
almost had it, and he took it out of his hands.
He had position. He went up for it, but then just took it out.
Yep.
Oh, looks like a fumble on the play right here. We'll see what they sort out at the bottom. And it looks like McFarland has it, and they do.
Wow.
Not really sure how they got that because an East Troy player ended up with the football.
Yax fumbled it. He's kind of getting up, kind of mystified, like what happened there? And I'm sorry, I was jotting down stats, and I didn't even see it.
So
replay.
It might have looked like
got pulled out in the pile, or was it a bad handoff, or what?
I think it was just a bad exchange between the center and the quarterback, and
instant replay.
We were watching a replay when it happened.
Oh, were we? Oh, okay. That's what happens when you're trying to do stats at the same time. Okay, that's called your 68-year-old voice here trying to communicate things. I'm allowed a mistake, aren't I?
What?
Okay, I was just notified this was at least my second mistake, as at least 2 fingers were held up there. So I've got to have a little fun with this. All right, McFarland, first down 10, 11:49 to go in the ball game. Starting from their own 43-yard line. Time to turn it around here and get back up on top for the Spartans.
This might be the momentum.
Let's go, Spartans. Let's go, Spartans. Schwarting. Oh! Would we call that not a double pass, but a double reception? We could have called
Could
that.
have been.
That was from Hudson to Herbst to the ground. Wow, the old double reception play.
Yeah.
Haven't called that one. I haven't seen that very often,
No,
where
we
it
haven't.
gets tipped from one player to another.
That was just, with the Spartans, just staying with that play.
Yes,
as well,
it
too.
was. Yep. Keeping
So-
your eye on the ball, knowing where it is all the time, and don't give up until whistle's blown or ball's on the ground. Almost. Nope, high snap. Schwarting rolling right.
There
Nice
you go.
patch and catch by Donovan Hudson. He didn't get a very good mark on that.
Oh,
Yeah, they're going to put
right.
it up. Oh, one official's pointing to the line. And let's see if he moves it back. There's
Nope.
a guy,
he's-
and they're not going to move. The other official put it on the 49, and the
Nope.
guy on the sideline had it on the 50.
Well, he
Okay.
put it right where it should be. Ooh.
Oh, pitch to Hudson. He's got to get the corner.
See if he
Is
does.
he going to get it? Yes, he does. He turns the corner, and he's
Got
got
it.
the first down. Nice run by Donovan Hudson. 8-yard pickup.
That's that little jet sweep play right there.
Yep.
We've seen that a couple times with Cam, but he's attempted a pass one time, and then he got
Andrew Garvey,
went for a
expert
loss.
commentary, sharing his football knowledge with the jet sweep. Very
Well,
good.
The Badgers do that a lot, so Paul
Okay.
Christ offense right there, running
right.
that jet sweep. Channeling their inner, UW Badgers.
Another high snap, kind of Schwarting outside.
Oh, airing
Up
it
for
out.
grabs through
A
long.
little too far.
Yep. Again, that was Hall being covered by Tyler Zindars,
It looks like
5'10" senior.
Yep. And, these, the cornerbacks, like we've said all night as well, too, they will just press coverage.
Yep.
And so that's giving these wide receivers, they'll bump them at the line, but then they try to work around them. And so that's where that timing with Schwarting and his wide receivers,
Right.
will kind of
I'm going to say for the most part, Andrew, that the line has been giving. Now Derek's rolling out, which gives him a little extra time too. But the line is doing a nice job
don't
here.
jinx it, though, here, Bill. Oh, and that just looked like miscommunication.
Okay,
right
lay it
there.
on me, Andrew. I just jinxed the quarterback. Okay?
Well, I did it. I did
Yes,
it the
you
one
did
time
it.
as well too. But there is a penalty flag on, so I don't know if they're calling holding or.
Another reason I think that they are obviously rolling Schwarting out, as we mentioned, the size differential, and so McFarland's trying to use their athleticism and quickness, a little more of their speed, to try and get outside and make those big linemen move a little more.
Yep. So it does look like a holding, and we'll move it back 10 yards right here. So from the spot of the foul, so they will be. This will be, about second down and a mile, it seems like.
10:50 to go in your ball game. 41-36 East Troy. 2nd and 18 for the Spartans. Derek Schwarting calling out the signals. Hand off up the gut. Move, and Tyson White. Oh, and he fumbled
down.
the ball.
No, he was
he
down?
down?
He was
I
down.
believe
He was
that he
down.
was down. Yep. Side judge said that he was down.
Yep. So a little draw play to try to catch East Troy off guard, but
Change it up a
Still-
little bit.
still on the scoreboard it reads 3rd and 27, so or 25 now.
3rd and 25. You're right. And they're up in that press coverage again. They're going to allow that ball to be thrown
And
down
look
the
at
field.
that.
And look at this.
Right there.
Wow.
But you got to give the Spartans credit because they are just going to these mismatches, and the wide receivers are doing a great job to work around. And that was a beautiful throw by Schwarting right here, as you see. Bobbled it a little bit, but just a beautiful throw.
Great job by Nick Herbst.
Yep. Gave Herbst a chance to go up and get it then.
Handoff up the gut. Nice call. Nice
Look
run
at
by
that.
Tyson White. About a 9-yard gallop.
Yeah, it powers through right there, so very nice job.
His 8th carry for unofficially 33 yards. So got to have a little bit of a ground game to go with us. Got to keep that defense honest. Oh, and here they come. Boom.
East
And they
Troy.
blew that up right away. That was number 7, Chase Coleman, their leading tackler from last year, just blew that thing up.
And it was also number 32, Brandon Bakken.
We're now 3rd and 5.
So, yeah, so just like that, 3rd down and 5 after a good 9-yard pickup.
Yep.
So let's see.
Big play. Boy, they got to have this here. Got to have it.
Little swing out.
Yep, but Hudson's going to be a little short on that. He only picked up about 1 yard on that reception.
And so with, 9:14.
What just happened? I went to clap a mosquito, and as I clapped my hands, the lights went out.
Clap on.
I didn't know we had the clap on. Clap off.
Big play right here, though, Bill. 4th and 2.
Yes, here
Spartans
we go.
Going for it. So looking back at the sideline.
Come on, Spartans, right now.
See if they're switching up the play call or not.
Nike would say, just do it right now. Schwarting. Drop back. Going long.
Going. Got one.
Oh, man, Hudson all alone. All alone.
Beautiful play call.
Nick Schwall
right
putting his hands to his head, falling in the end zone, going, how did that happen? And also number 26 over there, Miles McCarthy. They had 2 players over there, and Hudson just ran away from him. That was 23,
awesome.
Zach
Look
Burke.
at
I'm sorry, was
he
the other.
He just goes to the side right there. Beats both cornerbacks right there. Yep, number 37.
37, Schwall.
Schwall.
Yep.
So here's his formation again. So
they got to go for 2 right now.
They put the Spartans back up
You're
by
down
1. But
yep.
here's this 2-point conversion right here. So this formation, let's see what the Spartans do. Rolling right. Throws it up.
Oh, then tipped away.
It looked like he did have, was that Werwinski in
yep,
the middle?
That was Cade again.
It looked like Cade had his hands on that, but the East Troy defenders kind of swatted it out right there. So with 8:41 remaining in the 4th quarter, the Spartans retake the lead 42-41. So hopefully they keep that momentum swinging their way. Let's see if the defense can make a couple stops right here. But I think fatigue will start to be playing a factor.
On both sides, do you think, Andrew?
I definitely think both sides. Yeah, definitely early in the season, getting that, that conditioning, just getting your lungs used to the full game.
I can tell you both coaches, I'm sure, just have to be a lot of positives are going to come out of this first game, no matter who wins or who loses. And obviously there are going to be a lot of things that, boy, to practice on, and you go back to the drawing board on things. But just if anything, I think the real positive that's coming out of this is going to be, and this is our emphasis again, for the kids. Tell me how enjoyable this has been for kids on both sides of the ball here to play in this game here tonight. I mean, this is just fun football to be a part of. High scoring, a lot of offense in that, a lot of crowd involvement in that. It's just a lot of.
Defense had forced turnovers as well, come up with big tackles, big sacks. So
this is what Friday nights should be all about. Friday night lights, huh? Just this is what it's all about.
So they always do that fake kick. So I don't know if one of these times they will actually do that for that.
Oh yeah, we'll see it before the season's over with.
I think we will too.
Not with a 1-point lead.
No,
Probably
no.
not.
Just let Herbst boom at that time. So that's a very good kick right there.
Nice and deep.
Let's see what their coverage team does. Gave Wendorf some running room, and he's down the sideline. Oh,
boy.
Wow.
He got pounded by Herbst, but, man, he's down to the 42-yard line of McFarland.
So, like we've seen before, Bill, we saw a lot of kicks being kicked out of bounds. And
maybe that's why.
If you give Wendorf a little running room, you see he made one tackler miss, and he took it up the sideline. And
48-yard return.
You see this right here. He was at the 10, and he just makes that miss.
48-yard right down the sideline.
Oh, another tackle miss. And he has some good open field speed and a good tackle. But here's East Troy back at it again, and you know their offense will be moving quick.
Oh, yeah. And I can tell you what, Yax, I'm sure, wants to make up for that last fumble.
Yes. Yep, and so with that turnover the last time, so big stop by the defense, but they'll need to come up big here again, and so
his 33rd carry for 177 yards.
So let's see if that front three and those linebackers can help. Oh, that's good penetration right there.
Yep, right there. Who's stuck with him? Hunter Patchen.
Yeah,
nice job,
very
Hunter.
Good. Hunter Patchen along with a couple other of those middle linebackers with number 36 with Quinton Brandt. And we also had one of the safeties right there. We had
Third
Tyson
and 3.
White.
7:45 left to go in your ball game here tonight. Trying to pull the Spartans offside. They almost jumped.
But they're
almost got a free
holding
pass
their
to
ground
first.
right there.
Yeah.
Good wrap up right there. The initial hit was right there by Tyson White, and so that was very good on that. And so, Bill, I could bet the house that East Troy. Oh no, they did get the first down.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say if they didn't get the first down, that they would go for it on 4th down.
Yep.
But they got the first down, so we don't need to worry about that then. Another handoff to Yax right there, bouncing it outside. Yep. Is right.
Another 5 yards. He is now at 36 carries and 190 yards.
You just saw how patient he was. It
yes,
looked like
he was.
Gonna go up the middle, but bounce it outside.
Shows how important it is. You got to run with your head up, and as soon as you see the gap, boom, explode into it. Just be very patient. There goes Dessert just following the pack. That's another 8 yards for him. And look at this combination. That's Dessert's 15th carry for 98 yards.
Yep.
That's a pretty good 1-2 combination, huh? And I'm sure East Troy was holding their breath when Yax got banged down in the end zone on that touchdown.
But you got to give the credit to the East Troy offensive line right now.
Yep. Oh, Dessert, there was a mix-up again.
Look at that.
Yep, he thought Yax was going to take the ball, and he just ran right by him. And that was a loss.
Loss of a couple right there, but you saw a little miscommunication between Dessert and Yax, and Werwinski made a great play on that.
Yep.
Get good penetration.
Stuck with it. Yep.
So let's see if McFarland can replicate that again here. Oh, another great penetration, and that's what the defense needs right now. That is what the defense needs. And so those linebackers right there, that's number 36 again, Quinton Brandt. We've called his name a lot with
Brandt and Patchen were both in on that.
Yeah, Patchen, Cordell as well too. We've been calling their names a lot. And, those linebackers coming in after those front three.
3rd and 10, Andrew. Ball's going airborne. Oh, and it's going to be a jump ball. And Dessert threw it out of bounds, basically. Coverage that time by Vivek Tara at only 5'7".
Yeah. And you know who he's going against, too.
Yep.
He's going
Marshland.
against, so that's almost a foot
6'6",
difference.
yep.
But big play here, so just out of the reach of
Boy, are there
Marshland.
no field goal?
No, they're
going for it on 3rd and 10.
No, it's 4th and 10 right now.
This
Bill.
is going airborne. 4th and 10, 5:44 to go in your ball game. The bleachers are being stopped. Fans on their feet. Ball up in the air. Overthrown. And Spartans turn away the Trojans. Big defensive play at the 5:40 mark left in your ball game. Wow, that was a big stop.
That was a huge stop right there. You saw that the Spartans brought pressure right there, and that.
Move, Andrew. Something just came across the wire too. We got a big ball game in the Rock Valley Conference at another location. 28-24 with 10 minutes to go in that game. So we'll keep our eye on that one and see how that turns out.
I'd rather stay on our game.
Okay, well, we're definitely going to do that, but I'll keep you posted on that other one.
Thank you.
All right, Derek Schwarting, 5:40 left to go. Handoff up the gut. Nice job running by Tyson White.
But the back referee called the flag, and I don't know if this is coming back. My guess would be a holding, and so.
See, and I can tell you, the difference is this is so nice having you here because you're able to watch the field of play. I'm watching everything on the monitor, having to keep the stats in that and keeping track of this stuff. So this is wonderful. And then with our wonderful replay capabilities, I occasionally get to see it back.
So they'll move it.
Oh, and that is going deep.
Yep.
Back to the 8-yard line.
So not the way the Spartans want to start off this possession.
Nope.
So
On 8-yard line, 5:33 and counting down. High snap. Shorten's going to put it up.
oh, he's got a guy.
Oh, and he had Nick Herbst, and that had 6 written all over it.
You are correct. He had nothing but green space ahead of him. If he connects with Herbst, that is 6.
Yep. Derek would like to have that one over.
And I
All
like that play call right
Oh,
there. Going
why
to the
not
air
throw it up
because-
if they're going to stay in?
Because they're expecting the run on that. So
If they stay in this press coverage, boy, there's no reason not to keep throwing it, I would
and
say.
that's McFarland.
And you're just outrunning them down the field.
Oh.
Up the middle, and boy, that was a big hit by number 30, Brandon Bakken,
Yeah.
5'11", 185-pound junior.
He
Put the
did.
hit on Tyson White there.
Yep. So this is 3rd and about 18, 17. So we'll see if McFarland airs it out here. Or
Got to
just-
be careful, Andrew.
or just-
5:05
yep,
to go.
Keeps it on the ground to keep that clock running.
Oh, this is so tough. And I hear a whistle. Is that going to be a timeout?
Yep, that's a timeout. Coach Ackley was doing his another 40-yard dash again to get the timeout.
Yep.
So
Okay.
I like that timeout, though. So, compose yourself. You can get
Boy, you just cannot make a mistake.
get your right play call in that you need to call, and then big thing as well too. I think you give the kids a little breather.
Absolutely, because I'll tell you, if you don't think that these kids are exhausted, a lot of them going both ways here. With all the offense and the hurry-up, the spread offense, you're all over the field. The hurry-up offense, the no-huddle, I mean, not a lot of time for breaks here. And we saw the one time they did try to substitute here, penalty. Couldn't get them off the field, make the exchange. So, boy, what an entertaining evening. This is just great. And again, it's so inexpensive for you to come out to the ballpark here and support these kids and that. It's a wonderful occasion. And again, big shout out, thanks again to RD, Smiling Ryan Denzer, Andrew Techie Day, and Patrick TC, Twin Cities Morn, coming to us live and thankfully from Minneapolis. Thanks again, guys. Great broadcast tonight.
Big play here,
All right.
Bill.
Oh, boy, that was dangerous. When that ball popped off of Hudson's hands, you could see nothing but white jerseys around it. Mm-hmm. And thank goodness that ball found the turf in between them.
But that was that was a great play call. You see right here, Schwarting just looked to his left. Oh, right through the
Dropped it in
hands.
there,
yeah,
yep.
but you said it too, Bill. As you see that ball popping up with a lot of white jerseys there.
Yep, you got to be so careful passing that ball over the middle.
This is a tricky punt here for Herbst. Let's see if he can get some good distance like he has been lately.
Hey, one with a little bit of a hard count trying to get.
Ooh.
Oh, that could have been dangerous. And they're going to get a return on this.
Yeah, and giving Wendorf some
Wendorf
running
some
room.
time at the 40. Oh, man, excellent job by Big Cade Werwinski. The 6 foot 2 inch, 240-pound senior. Nice job, Cade. That was big because that kept him back around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, a little high snap there as well, too.
Yep.
But Herbst did a good job, kind of.
A little surprised.
He bobbled it, reeled it back in, and then you saw that kind of threw off his punting motion as well, too.
Right. 4:44 left to go in your ball game. Hand off to Yax. Not a real clean handoff, but boy, he had
Breaking
momentum
tackles.
going forward.
Yep. He's just so powerful when he runs, and he's not a sideline to sideline. East Troy is running between the tackles, and that's
their strength.
That's going to be their strength this whole time.
This whole season, yeah. But then if he ever pulls it out to have a pair of 6'6" or 6'3" ends, throw two, that's kind of nice. There goes Yax again. Oh. Boy, a lot of hankies on the field, and this is probably going to be a 5-yard false start, would you guess?
Yeah, it should be. Yep, false start on the offense. Repeat
Boy, you know, if we
down.
had $1 for every false start or something, probably make a few bucks here tonight. That was a big penalty.
Yes.
Very big, because they were at 2nd and 3, and now we're at 2nd and 8 or 9 on your scoreboard. And now what are they doing?
I don't know if it's timeout or
We have a stoppage of play.
Coach Ackley's just getting a little more clarification from one of the sideline judges. So,
do you want to know? And that could be a coach's thing to almost slow down the play a little bit. Maybe that was a little coaching maneuver there.
Oh, that pitch out. And look at green space.
And look at Yox.
He had green space in front of him.
Yes, he did.
Luckily, the Spartans were finally able to bring him down.
Andrew, with that run, 39 carries, 210 yards unofficially.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, look at this. Opportunities missed. Missed.
And here,
Boy, and then lowers himself, turns his body sideways, and picks up an extra 2 or 3 yards. And what a surprise. We have a yellow hanky on the field.
That was Dessert right there, just swinging it out wide.
And we have a holding call.
I guess.
Boy, and that was on one of the wide receivers, a holding call. When you're running the ball up the gut, what is a wide receiver doing holding?
Yeah, so I'm not sure what they were doing, but that's a big momentum, kind of stopper for East Troy.
I think they called that on Price. That's why I said that, because I saw him kind of throw his arms up on that.
16 or number 18 as well, Eli Newhouse as well. So, but
1st and 14.
Oh, got it up the middle right there.
And who is that?
That's number 18. That's Hans Schwer with the tackle.
Boy, nice penetration.
Yes.
And a big play with 3.5 minutes left to go in your ball game.
Yeah, very good play. That penalty was a big momentum
Yes,
shift.
it was. 2nd and 21. Back at the 40-yard line. I got to believe that Desser might put this ball up. Oh, and there's that play over the middle. Oh, did they get lucky on a tackle there? I can tell you, if Schaff doesn't make the tackle, that's 6.
Yes. And you saw, too, green space everywhere as well, so not really sure
They've used
what
that
coverage.
Center pass.
Yeah, that was just a little quick pass right there. So
3rd and 8.
Big 3rd and 8 right here.
2:45 left to go in your ball game tonight. Friday, August the 18th, 2017, home opener here in McFarland. Oh, my goodness. That was a lame, wobbly little duck thrown out there. Price couldn't gather it in. That wasn't a thing of beauty, Andrew. That was just a wounded duck flying out there. And we have come down to 4th and 8, 2:38 to go in the ball game. 27-yard line of McFarland. East Troy Trojans. 3 timeouts left for the Trojans.
Let's see if they'll use one here.
Let's
if
see.
Just go with
nope,
it.
I think they're going to go with it and save the timeouts in case they don't get it.
Yep.
And that was procedure, I thought. Throwing it up. It's up for grabs. Oh! And Price cut inside number 24, Vivek Tara. Again, at 5'7", and Price is sitting at 6'3". That's a tough cover, and that was just thrown up for grabs.
But you saw Desser, he threw that up, and then it's almost looked like Price was playing it almost like, an outfielder kind of turning it back, and he played that perfect because Viwick just had his head turned and just didn't see the ball, and number 16, Price, just came right underneath. So you see, just floats it up for him, and then you see Price just swing right underneath, and you see East Troy score it. So big extra point right here, and it's blocked.
My goodness.
That is a huge block right there by Hans Schwer. Wow. Just when you think we've seen everything, Bill. Just when you think we've seen everything.
Oh, my goodness.
A blocked extra point right there. So,
all right.
pretty good snap. Just didn't get enough air right there.
Nope.
And the Spartans' defensive line was able to get some hands on that. And so, with 2:33 left in the ball game, East Troy 47, McFarland 42. I wouldn't go anywhere, folks, because in this last 2 minutes and 33 seconds,
Andrew,
a lot can happen.
Did I not say the first team to 50 wins?
I think
Do you remember
said,
me saying that?
I think you said 60, but
Well, maybe it was 60, but now I'm
I'll
going to
take
knock it down to 50 because I guarantee you McFarland's going to score, 2-point conversion. Let's see, I'm going to turn it over to your math skills. 42 plus 8 equals.
I would go with the big 5-0.
All right.
So
Very
let's see.
good.
Let's see if that comes true, though.
I'm going with it, Andrew.
Okay.
A home opener victory in a wild one here.
Very wild one, yes.
A good old-fashioned shootout, and just, again, I hope all of you sitting at home are enjoying this as much as we are here. I'll tell you, it was so interesting when that ball went up, the noise, the stomping on the bleachers, and all of a sudden, boom, it was dead silent,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yes, it
When
was.
Price cut inside there. It's a tough cover.
Yep.
Ooh, a deep kick, and McFarland's going to get a run
Price.
back here. Yep, Price.
Ah.
Oh, and a big hit by
Yep.
guess who? Yoxt.
Yep. So
Does everything, and what I like to see there too, put the tackle on him, and as he was getting up, Yox gave him a little pat on the back.
Oh, yeah.
You know, good sportsmanship being shown
No,
here.
you've seen that a lot when tackles are up there helping each other. So
Yep.
very good sportsmanship
Yep,
on
absolutely.
both sides,
You
so.
love to see that in college sports.
Yeah.
That's going to be another one of my Big K reflections
Yeah.
in one of these games. All right, 2-2-8 on your scoreboard. McFarland, 32-yard line. First down and 10. Crowd's pretty quiet, Andrew. Big play, Schwarting.
Airing it out here. Oh.
And nice coverage that time
Yeah,
by
it
number
was.
22, Zach Wendorf.
Yep.
And again, he's sitting there at 5'7", covering 6 foot 1 inch. Reese Samuel.
Yep. So
But that time he had the good inside position
he
that
did.
time.
He was able to turn around and locate the ball.
Yes, he
again,
did.
So he
Yep.
did very good coverage on that.
Boy, and they're still uptight.
That's just how they play.
Look at
That's-
Samuel sitting out there. And a
Ooh.
run. Oh,
Yeah,
a nice
draw
coverage
play.
there. 79, John
Yep.
Skinner, 6'1", 281. Sophomore put the hit on Tyson White. And, boy, big third down
Yep.
play coming.
It looked like Schwarting had a little hole there, but then, as
Yep.
you said, number 79, Skinner just ate that hole up. So
Yep.
big third down. See if the Spartans can connect here.
Oh!
Did he catch it? He did. He caught
My
it.
goodness.
Oh, Odell Beckham. Oh, I mean,
We
no.
have seen
I mean Donovan Hudson right there.
Donovan Beckham Hudson.
Yes.
Oh,
Here's the
my
replay.
goodness. Oh, let's see this on replay.
Reaches
Oh.
up. Wow. Oh, my goodness. Here goes Schwarten now rolling left. Oh, throwing to Nick, and did he get it? No.
No, dropped it. Hall dropped it.
Incomplete, yep.
No, a little bit short.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a great
I hope we
replay right
kind of
there.
missed that play, but I think watching the replay was well worth missing that play.
Yes.
My goodness.
Wow. So it looks like
As Keith Jackson would say, whoa, Nelly. Wow. All right, 2nd and 10.
see
Ball
keep,
at the McFarland 49-yard line. We are at $1:32 to go in your ball game. The clock is not in favor of the Spartans.
yep, keep momentum
Still have two
going here.
timeouts. Two timeouts.
Oh yeah, swinging it out. What they've done the first half
Hudson,
there.
get out of bounds. Oh, and he didn't get out of bounds, and that clock's going to keep running.
Nope.
Coach Ackley's going to
Coach
use a
Ackley.
timeout right there. That's too bad. Because that wound up being about a 5-yard pickup, and I can tell you, getting out of bounds would have been important right there. McFarland down to 1 timeout left. We have a $1:20 left in your ball game tonight. 47-42, as you can see on your screen. Excellent graphics by our cable crew tonight. Again, I really want to urge you people to contact City Hall, drop a line, drop an email, drop a letter to the Village Hall, Village President, Village Board. Drop a letter to Eric Redding or our cable staff. I don't care if they're emails or handwritten letters or thank yous or something else, and just tell them how much you're appreciating these telecasts, no matter where you're sitting, whether you're in. Hats off to you out there, Bretter. Hope you're enjoying Bogota, Colombia tonight. Hope you have a good meeting tomorrow with your athletic directors. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to a lot of other people just around the United States, around the state of Wisconsin. A lot of people tuning in down at East Troy. A lot of people who are going to miss this game can watch it later on this evening. Turn it on tomorrow, turn it on next week or something, and continue to enjoy these telecasts. Again, it's all volunteer, and we just all enjoy bringing these to you. 3rd down and 5, $1:20 to go in your ball game. Schwarting back, going to launch it again, and there it goes. Oh! And pretty good coverage that time by number 21, Tyler Zindars, 5'10" senior. And the Spartans are potentially down to their last chance here. 4th and 5, $1:14 to go in your ball game at their own 47-yard line. Need to get down to the 42. Need 5 big yards here to keep this drive alive. Shorting, rolling right.
Got it.
And nice play call and nice catch by Hudson.
But there's a flag on the play. Let's see what this is all about, though.
It's looking in the area of procedure, isn't it?
I don't know.
It's in the center of the field.
So, but this was a great play. Derek rolling right. Does a beautiful pass to Hudson right there. But it looks like here the Spartans clapping, McFarland fans clapping. So let's see.
Defensive holding.
Yeah.
It's the first time we've seen that tonight. That's a
Yeah.
5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Yeah.
But they'll take the extra 2 yards.
Yes.
They'll take the 7-yard pass completion, pick up an extra 2 yards.
Yeah, East Troy coaching staff, the sideline there, they look a little confused with that as well, too.
Miffed.
Mm-hmm. But a great play call with that. And
yep, very good.
Schwarting
Just a quick out.
Rolling right seems to be very comfortable. He's throwing
Yep.
very good passes, and he's been connecting well with Hudson lately. So
Oh, do you think they'd ever try the double pass again, Andrew?
I don't know.
Could they ever do it for a 3rd time here tonight and make it work?
See. I'm not sure.
Whoa, where are they going with this?
Well, this is so they got the first down. Then I think the penalty enforced afterwards as well too, and so that's where I think they're adding the yards.
The 29-yard
But here
line,
we're
first down and 10. We're at a $1:08 left to go in your ball game tonight.
Rolling
Going to
left.
roll left. Again, going to
airing
air it out.
Oh! He had a guy.
Hudson had it, and the helmet came off number 37, Nick Schwall.
Oh,
my goodness. Boy, that was close on both sides. When I saw it go up, I thought that's going to be intercepted.
I thought
it's going to be picked.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden he kind of stumbled a little bit, and then Hudson had a chance. As we have gone below the 1-minute mark, we are at 58 seconds.
And I think
the helmet came off.
And now he has to sit out a play.
I believe you are correct.
Since his helmet, yep, you see Schwall going to the sideline. He'll sit out one play. Maybe
2nd and 10.
checked.
Yep, 2nd and 10 from the McFarland 29-yard line. 59 seconds left in your ball game. 2nd and 10. Schwarting.
Airing
it out again.
Oh.
Nope.
Just a little out of the reach right there.
Just seems like we keep saying airing it out, but in this press coverage, it just seems like McFarland is able to run by the defenders. So why not give it a crack? You got to just hit on one of them.
I mean, that's giving the credit there to the wide receivers with that press coverage, getting off of that kind of bump and run action.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
Around.
3rd and 10, 54 seconds left to go. Airing it out again left. Oh! And Herbst.
Look
at that sportsmanship. Yep. Both guys helping each other up in that. You just love to see that.
And you see Schwarting's working both sides of the field. He's
yes,
going
he
right
is.
now. Look at.
And I got to give kudos to the line here. They're giving him time to throw these balls. You know, 4th and 10 again. McFarland faced with another game-ending situation, and they just used their last timeout.
Well, it's a smart timeout there by
absolutely.
the coaching staff.
I agree with that too, Andrew.
You get your play that kind of your go-to play that you want to use. You know, that's kind of been working within practices. You know, the one that has been working, and so because if you don't convert this here, this is the ball game.
Well, yeah, without a doubt. Captain Obvious sitting
I
here
know,
to my
right
right.
Here.
Huh?
That's my
Captain Obvious.
That's my nickname right there. So leave it to me.
Oh, yes. We're just having a lot of fun here tonight. And, God, it's great to be alive again and being able to bring you another year's worth of McFarland Athletics. I mean, this is just such a treat to be able to do this. And I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to throw my little 2 cents in here. This is part of my closing comments, so I might as well give them now since it's been a lengthy ball game tonight. Being a 2-time cancer survivor myself, I feel honored, thankful, and blessed to be able to bring these efforts of McFarland youth into your homes tonight or wherever you may be. It's my sincere pleasure to again say thanks to Andrew Garvey, as well as all my McFarland Cable helpers tonight, Patrick Moore, Andrew Day, and Ryan Denzer. For another job well done. You guys are all very special and made this telecast very special tonight. So we hope that everybody out there provide you with a lot of entertainment, some special memories, and let's hope for a big Spartan special memory here. Tyson White flanked out here to the left. Schwarting going the distance again and overthrows it. And Hudson throwing his arms up, but no, there was no interference there.
Nope.
And this ball game is going to end on that incomplete pass play. And you know what? Our McFarland fans are giving a round of applause to the effort of this team this year in the home opener. And what an entertaining home opener, Andrew. And, boy, there's a lot of hope. This is a very young, inexperienced squad. And just what they've probably – I said in my openings, my Cather reflection, how important it is that kids learn from their positives and their negatives. And these are life lessons. Again, you're not going to win in everything you do.
No. And this is a big thing. Like, this is, yes, we didn't get the victory today, but there's so many things to grow on and reflect on. And they did so many things well. This is a great, step in the right direction for them. Obviously, they wanted the victory because you see on the sideline right now, kids, they put a lot of effort.
Sure, you're
in
dejected
tonight.
in that. Absolutely. I mean, just look at the effort that was put in by both these teams. I tell you what, these kids are going to be exhausted.
They
tomorrow.
But no, very good performance by the Spartans, but also, just came up a little short, so you got to give credit to East Troy battling back after being down 36-21 and a half, and the final score with East Troy 47, McFarland 42.
Yep. So again, Andrew, thank you very much again, and I'm hoping that we can get Pops Garvey back here next week. We hope you get another pass out next Friday to help me out here again. This has really been enjoyable, Andrew. You do a great job just giving some insights, and we have a lot of little fun here. We're joking around and doing some different things in that, so I greatly appreciate your helping out. So, again, it'll be next Friday evening. The Crimson Tide of Edgerton will be in town, and we're hoping that more of you can maybe get out here to the ball game, and if not, please tune into our telecast. Again, our graphics show that, again, viewership is up, so I guess we must be doing a lot of good things here. And, again, our staff, Andrew Day, Patrick Moore, Ryan Denzer, just a wonderful job tonight with replays, the graphics, everything. I mean, this is just I think it's so special. And again, we do this all volunteer basis, bringing special memories. Number one, for the kids. That's who we do it for most. And secondly, for all the rest of you that can't get out here for one reason or another. So, again, I want you to continue your positive support of McFarland athletes and students. Remember, they are McFarland, and you are McFarland Nation. So, in signing off, this is Bill, the Big K Cather, saying stay healthy, stay positive, God bless, and so long from McFarland, Wisconsin, USA, on Friday, August 18th, 2017.